Maybe everything old is new again. Kind of refreshing, isn't it?
For all your insurance needs, visit Gregory Associates in Fort Wayne.
Komets Sons Funeral Homes have been serving Fort Wayne and area families since it was founded in 1925. Now a member of the Dignity Memorial Network, Komets provides pre-planning, funeral planning, cremation, and memorialization services. Compassionate local care, the most meaningful services celebrating a life well lived, all provided at the best value. Komets Sons Funeral Homes, a Dignity Memorial provider.
Comet Hockey is brought to you by Auto Owners Insurance and Jacob Insurance Service in Angola.
And we're underway here. Game number 3 of the Western Conference Finals. Winner of this one goes on to play for the Kelly Cup. As we start things off here in the neutral zone, here is Cody Soul. Banks it off the wall. Komets bring it forward. Here's Trevor Cheek up along the far side. He drops it down to Tinulin. Now far boards. Cheek trying to get it back up to the blue line. Everybody tied up down low. Now we go back behind the net. And the Eagles have got the puck. Played up along the near side. It's Bowman. Bowman pass is going to go to Garbowski. Knocked aside, but now the Eagles will still enter the zone. It's going to go off the end board. Stopped by Jason Binkley.
No forechecking, no pressure on the Komets defense yet.
And Binkley will set up back behind his goaltender, Michael Hauser. Over onto the far side. The Komets move it ahead. Pass. Petruzzelli gets it into the Colorado zone. Back behind the net. Now played up along the near side. And it's going to come to the blue line and out. Down into the Komet zone. Here's Curtis Leonard after it. Leonard backhander over to Bobby Shea. Shea up along the near side of Thompson. That's going to be tipped, and it's going to come all the way in to the Colorado zone. Icing is the call. Face-off coming down in the Komet zone.
Bobby Shea banging it off the boards, making sure he cleared the zone. Unfortunately, the pass wasn't connecting. Down the ice it goes. Face-off comes back in the Komet zone. Big physical Colorado team. Great road record. And you got to be very careful with them. So they're a very strong team. They won the championship last year. They know how to win.
Face off to the right of Michael Hauser. And we've got Marco Waugh to take the face off. And it goes to the bottom of the dot and now up along the near side. Komets have got it. And it's going to come out to the center line. Back now into the Colorado zone. Up top of the blue line where it's taken away by the Eagles. But the Komets swipe it right back. Petruzzelli coming into the corner. Gives it a jab. Now Waugh back behind the net. And now back forward we come. And on the left wing, it's going to be Watson coming into the Komet zone. Coming down low into the corner. Got to pile up down there. Alani takes his man off the play, but the puck is going to come up to the blue line. Komets get it out.
Zone.
And Shaw takes a wide turn. He'll bring it back into the Komet zone. He crosses the line. Vanda on the shot. Now a backhander on Hauser. He'll make the stop. And on the far side, Petruzzelli will scoot forward with it. Blocked away by Garbowski and into the Komet bench.
Yeah. 2 minutes we've played so far. Very close checking. Everybody keeping an eye on everybody and nobody letting anybody loose. Cautious playing right now.
Face-off will be just outside of the Komet blue line. Far side face-off dot near the Komet bench.
Yeah, even though they've played 2 games, neither team has taken the initiative of going after anybody. Not a lot of forechecking from each team.
Trevor Cheek on the face-off with Garbowski. The Eagles win the drop, and they scoot it into the Komet zone. Cody Soul going after it. Played up along the far side. Cheek trying to take Garbowski off the puck. It's going to go back behind that. Jason Binkley tries to run it down. Down here on the near side corner. Eagles circling around, trying to get a little bit of space, coming up to the blue line. And now flip back behind the net. Pumping it off the wall is Binkley. That's going to get out. And all the way down, it is played. Jake Mardo will go back behind his goaltender, Joe Canada. So far, just one shot on goal. It belongs to Colorado. Garbowski will come across the line. He's met there by Petruzzelli. Binkley will pick up the loose puck. And now here's a cross-rank pass going to go to Petruzzelli. Now back into the Colorado zone where it's knocked down by Bowman. Played off the glass and out of the zone.
Nice check by Waugh there on the defense.
Bobby Shea on the far side. Here's Waugh putting it back into the Colorado zone. Back behind the net. And Canada puts it into the corner for Marto. Marto played up along the near side. And now it's controlled by the Eagles in their own zone. No score here as Marto plays it over on the far side. Intercepted by McDonald coming across the blue line in front of Waugh. He'll take a shot. It's deflected high.
Waited too long on that one.
On the far side, it's McDonald. Eagles come away with the puck. Going to come up on the near side. Bobby Shea will stop it. Shea throws it in front. Loose in front. Shots. It's going to go wide. Thompson was right there on the doorstep.
Whacks at it.
Thompson back behind the net. Here's McDonald. Look for someone to feed it to. McDonald with it. Up along the far side now. And Olsen meets him there. But the Komets still get it deep into the Colorado zone. Up along the far side. And it's going to come all the way out. Komets drift back to their own zone. It's Ryan Lowney. Lowney is going to give it up to Bobby Shea. Shea on the right side. Drops it back to Lowney. He'll grab his own blue line. Winds up. Sends it in on Kanata. He'll knock it aside. And quickly forward. Sent all the way in. That's going to be an icing call in Colorado.
That'll send it back into Colorado zone. We played almost 4 minutes and 2 seconds, and face-off comes back in the zone. 1 shot apiece on goal. No harm on the 2 shots on goal.
Komets so far having the best looks. Garrett Thompson with a couple of chances in front of the net.
Yeah, Waugh had a chance. He hesitated a little too long. The shot got blocked.
Face-off will go to the left of the goaltender, Kanata. Here's a shot from the blue line. It goes high. Tennulin picks it up. And Tennulin up top again. Here's another shot. The side of the net. Desjardins right there. Couldn't knock it in. Desjardins coming in front. It's knocked away. And it's picked up by the Eagles. It's going to be sent forward. Harrison scooting after it. Cut off by Lowney. It rolls down to Hauser. He'll keep the puck moving. And the Komets now moving the puck in the neutral zone. They'll come across the line. Cheek with it, got it poked away, and the Eagles will turn the corner. Here's Jolie up along the left wing, coming down on Hauser. Going to go back behind the net, tries to swipe it around. Puck is loose. Hauser is out of the net. It's another shot, and that's knocked away. It's still loose, and now the Komets get rid of it.
Hauser got bumped again. Has a little collision in front of the net. He's up and okay.
Here's Matt Register, reigning ECHL Defenseman of the Year, back in his own blue line. Over to Bowman on the far side. Now it's controlled by St. Amant. Now on the left wing. Back forward they come. St. Amant will come in. He'll take a shot. Save made by Hauser. Rebound is going to go wide. Back on the far side. St. Amant keeps it in. Tries to get around Garrett Thompson. Thompson stops him on the play. It's going to come up to the blue line. Now back up along the far side. Komets get it out.
Thompson, nice check there. Forced to play outside the zone.
Kanata will come out. He'll make the save. Or make the stop, rather. And now the Eagles bring it back forward. Now back into the Colorado zone. It's played. Flipped forward. Kicked out of there by Lowney. Komets off sides. And going to come down into the corner. For Milos, he drops it into the corner to St. Amant. Backhander all the way on the far side. And now it's going to be brought forward. Nantel with a backhander. That's going to go wide. And now Wilson with a shot. Save made by Hauser. Centering play broken up on the far boards. Held back in by Colorado. Back behind the net. Skarbowski. Lowney in there working away. It's going to be golfed up along the far side. And McDonald gets there first. Jamie Shasma at the center line. Moves it over to McDonald. And that's going to go over to Baptista over his stick. He comes back. Here's a shot. That's going to be knocked wide. And Antel up along the near side. Now to Bowman. Bowman will get it into the Komet zone. Rolling puck going to come into the corner. Komets now have it. They'll send it freely, and it's Tennulin with the burst of speed. Comes across the line, drops it off. Now here's Bobby Shea. Bobby Shea in front, and Kanata the save.
Good save on the play.
Excellent passing.
Nice play.
And now Cheek's pass is going to run Aaron, going to go all the way back. Played up along the far side here near the Komet bench. Desjardins trying to get in there. That's tangled up at the center line, rolling puck, and now the Eagles break free. Here's a shot that goes well wide, back up along the near side here in the Komet zone. And it's Bobby Shea, plays it over to Desjardins. He'll go back behind the net, playing it up along the far side. And it's Anthony Petruzzelli to Desjardins, who takes a bump as he runs the puck back in the Colorado zone. Up along the near side, it's Shaw back in his own zone. Takes a wide turn. Can't get past Garrett Thompson. He'll come across the line. Thompson, toe drag, shot, save, deflected, and out of play.
Thompson, nice play to stand up, intercept the play. Tried a little toe drag, but didn't get past the defense and took the shot and was deflected up into the screen, unfortunately. 4 shots by Colorado, 2 by the Komets. A couple of good saves by Hauser back there, and a bit of a scramble around the net. Kept his footing, kept his ground, made the 2 saves.
12:35 to go in the first, no score. Face off to the right of Canada in the Colorado zone. Baptista will take the face off. Now the puck finally dropped. Comes down to the corner. Bowman off the boards and out to the neutral zone. Komets quickly back into the Colorado zone. And back behind the net. Over now to Matt Register. Register to Shaw. And he pushes it over onto the right side. Eagles come across the line. It's going to go down into the corner. Shaw back behind the net. Puck is loose, being knocked around. Bowman wrapped up on the play with McKernan. Now it's going to come up along the near side. And Baptista will push it around the boards. Petruzzelli will, Shasma rather, he will pick it up. And he gets it over to Ryan Lowney. Lowney on the near side here in the Komet zone. Flips it ahead. Here's Shasma. Shasma comes across the line. Now McKernan with it. McKernan down to Shasma. Coming down low. Banks it off the side of the net. And it is picked up by Register. Register's pass going to be tipped, and it's going to come into the Komet zone.
St. Amant him down.
Up along the left side, dropping it back to Watson. His shot, save made by Hauser. Kicked out in front, rolls to Hauser, and he will grab it and get a whistle.
Yeah, that actually hit Cody Soul's skate, went right back to Hauser, and he was able to grab on as Cody was chasing down the offensive player around the front of the net.
11:33 now to go in the first. Still no score. Both teams with some scoring chances.
Yep. Starting to open up a little bit right now. Some nice passes. Crisp pass was inside the zone. A few more shots by each team, though.
Face off to the right of Hauser. Grabowski and Cheek. And up top of the blue line, it is Watson. Now in front, here's a shot. That goes wide. Look out. Back behind Hauser. Loose puck. And Desjardins gets to it.
Back in the open crease. Got lucky there.
And Desjardins will move it ahead. Comes across to Tinulin. Tinulin finds an open man. Cody Soul up along the far side. Back behind that, here's Desjardins. Now back over to Cheek. Cheek up along the far boards. Can't get it up to the point. And Colorado swipes it back. On the left wing, pass intended for Watson. Desjardins got away, but they'll still get it into the Komet zone. Petruzzelli back behind the nets. Pass going to come up along the near side. Here is Binkley with it. He sends it forward. Milosh will go all the way back into his own zone. He gives it up on the far side. And now that's going to be zipped into the Komet zone. That'll be an icing.
Yep, go back in the zone. Colorado will get the icing call. Face off in Colorado zone. Line change. A couple of players by the Komets. We're all set.
Still no score. 10:44 to go here in the first. Best 7 series, game 4 set for Friday back here at the Coliseum.
Waugh will take the draw for the Komets.
And up along the far side, here's a shot, and Canada right into the glove.
Gets another whistle. From the face-off. The Komets win the draw. Quick shot off the wall. Canada makes the save. Face-off still in Colorado zone. Waugh at it again.
Same spot, and it rolls out in front of the Colorado net. Well, it's picked up by Norrish. And a backhander set forward. Knocked down by Bobby Shea. Turns it back from the Colorado zone, but not for long. Marto will get a hold of it. He'll come across the line. It's Norrish with a shot. Save made by Hauser. He'll hold it right there and get another whistle.
Yeah, forwards kept the winger wide. Made him shoot from the angle. Hauser played the angle shot into the pads. Held on. No rebound. Face-off stays in the Komet zone now.
So both goaltenders playing well here in the first half of this first period.
Getting the feel for the puck, both of them.
Series tied at 1. Face off to the blue line. Here's a shot. That's blocked. And on the near side, Komets get it out. Petruzzelli. Rolling puck going to come to the blue line for Colorado. Thompson has got it. Got a man in front of us. Petruzzelli let him a little too far out in front. Back along the near side, it's Bobby Shea. Shea trying to go up top to Thompson. Another wide pass, and that's going to get out. We got a 2-on-1 for Colorado. Over. And nice play by Leonard. Got back. Garrett Thompson with it. Moves it to Shea. Now it's a 2-on-2 as they cross over the blue line. On the far side, now it's intercepted, coming back the other way. Bouncing puck up along the near side. Rolling out to the center line, where it's going to be grabbed by the Komets. Over, here's Shasma. One too many passes. Looking for Marco Waugh. Now up top to Lowney. Here's a shot. That's tipped high. In front. And it'll go into the screen, and that will get us down to a timeout. We'll take a break. No score. 9:30 to go in the first. You're listening to Comet Hockey on WOWO.
When was the last time your family visited Richard's Restaurants? Richard's Restaurants have been serving home-style meals like Grandma made for over 50 years. Wholesome meal choices for my family, prepared from fresh ingredients. I appreciate the love they put into every meal. My kids love the home-baked desserts prepared in the Richard's Farm Kitchen. Richard's Restaurants, old-fashioned in a good way. Richard's Restaurants.
On the ice, on the court, or on the field, the Orthopedic Hospital and Fort Wayne Orthopedics are there to provide complete orthopedic care for injured athletes or weekend warriors. Fort Wayne Orthopedics and the Orthopedic Hospital of Lutheran Health Network, official sports medicine provider for the Komets, and an integral part of Fort Wayne sports for over 20 years. Go where the pros go. The Orthopedic Hospital and Fort Wayne Orthopedics are a dedicated team of sports medicine specialists, licensed trainers, and therapists, specially trained to keep you in the game.
And now, back to Comet Hockey.
$9:30 to go in the first. No score. Shane Alvarani, Robbie Irons here tonight. It's game number 3, best-of-7 series, Western Conference Finals.
Baptista in to take the drop for the Komets in the Colorado zone. 9:30 to go in the first period. No score here.
And on the near side, McDonald to the blue line. Lowney pumps it in. Going to go deep into the Colorado zone. Now back behind the net. Bowman plays it around on the near side. And Shaw will unload the puck into the Comet zone. Ryan Culkin with it to the center line. Backhander all the way into the Colorado zone. Register back for the Eagles. He collides on the left side with Jamie Shaftsma. Now it comes up to the blue line and out. And now a rolling puck. Shaw with it again. Got it poked aside. And the Komets trying to transition forward. McDonald trying to catch up to the puck. Can't do it. It's turned aside and back into the Comet zone. Lowney all the way back in front of Michael Hauser. Loops around, goes back behind the net, and he will put it onto the stick of Jason Binkley. Binkley ahead, gonna come all the way down here on the near side wall. Now back behind Kanata. He tries to stop it. Goes over his stick up to the blue line. Desjardins steals it away. Here's a shot. Save. And a register off the wall to Shaw. Komets keep it down low. And it's Desjardins trying to go to Cheek. Gets broken up by Register. And now the Eagles trying to break free. They come into the zone. St. Amant got a man on him. And he sticks around, comes up to the blue line, flattens it out. And here's Milos on the left side. Up along the near boards. Gets it back to St. Amant. Rolling puck, and it goes to Cody Soul. Soul has got it. Pass tipped over onto the far side. Comes to Trevor Cheek. Cheek will get it onto the stick of Jason Binkley. Binkley on the near side, pumps it off the wall, and now all the way onto the near side for Thompson. Comes across the line. Thompson got a man coming off its wall. Here's a shot. Save made. Rebound. Going to be knocked aside. Putting it right back in. Petruzzelli tips it wide. Far side, Marco Waugh coming into the corner. Now Petruzzelli battles. Puck being banged around up along the far side here in the Colorado zone, and the Eagles will get it out. Swanson, stick handling, gets it to Bowman, flipping it into the Comet zone. Gonna come down here into the corner, back behind the net. Bobby Shea takes it away. Shea up along the far side, hits the lead man. It is Marco Waugh, rolls off his stick, and that'll give Bowman a chance to get it back into the Comet zone. On the near side, here is Marco Waugh, turns around with it, finds Petruzzelli, coming up along the near side. Petruzzelli coming into the corner. Fed it a little bit too far behind Marco Waugh, and that's going to get out of the zone. No score, 7:04 to go in the first. The puck is now going to be tipped out of play.
That'll get the whistle. Face-off will go center ice most likely, as the puck got deflected by the Comet player, Petruzzelli, and that got it up into the glass. So,
shots are even up at 5, no score.
Yeah. Try and open up a little bit. A couple too many passes for the Komets in the offensive zone, trying to be a little too cute to make the bang-bang pass, and they should have been shooting a little more, I think.
Puck is dropped from the center line. Komets have got it. Here's Ryan Lowney up along the near side to McDonald. And Mason Baptista has got the puck, plays it off the wall. Jamie Shasma is there. Shasma gives it a jab, and it's going to come into the Colorado zone. Back behind the net. Played into the corner, and the Eagles up along the far side. Cross-rink pass. It will fall onto the tape of Norrish. He will bring it into the Comet zone. Coming in. Nice play there by the Comet D-man Lowney. Got it away. And now the Comets back the other direction. McDonald feathers it into the Colorado zone. Canada will stop it. Comets will change.
Line change, Comets. Here they come, Colorado.
Marteau back behind the goal line. Sends it ahead. Tinulin.
Trip.
Yep, got his hip.
Yep.
Into the puck carrier.
Yep.
And now the Comets will touch it up, and we got our first power play of the game.
Tinulin will go in, I believe, for tripping. Both referees at the same time put their hands up, so they both saw what each other saw. Tripping, Tinulin. First power play of the game goes to Colorado.
So Tinulin got his hip in there a little bit too much on Ryan Olsen.
Yeah, he actually broke his stick, so the stick was involved in a little bit too as he put his hip into him and tripped him. Power play, Colorado in the Comet zone face-off.
Colorado just 8 power play goals on 54 chances during the playoffs. 6:11 to go in the first, no score. Face-off to the left of Hauser. And it comes up to the blue line. Register on the far side. Creeping in down low. Now it's going to be back up top to Register on the point. Here's a shot into the chest of Hauser. He'll make the stop and a little extra after it as Olsen and Leonard get into it. Trevor Cheek enters the fray as well.
Yeah, Olsen trying to get position in front of the net on Hauser so he could screen him or deflect it. Comet defense fighting back, not letting him get there. Little skirmish after it. They break him up. No incident.
Takes us down to 1:48 to go in the power play. And the drop will be to the left of Hauser.
Bobby Shea still having a few words with Olsen. Cheeks will come off, and Baptista will come out and take the draw.
It'll be Baptista and Ryan Olsen. And it comes into the corner. Here's Baptista with it. Backhander to Leonard. He got some space, and he'll zip it down to Canada. Canada will stop it. He gives it up to Register. And now Register skates in front of his own goaltender. Far side. Nice play there by Baptista. Disrupts the play. And now Leonard is there, and he puts it back into the Colorado zone.
Broke the play up at center. Nice play defensively. Comets.
Register with it. Sends it ahead. St. Almont's offsides.
Stand up at the blue line. Force him to zigzag. Leonard with that stick got it out. Tipped the puck off the stick and threw the timing off. 5:30 to go. Minute 19 in the penalty. No score first period.
Face-off outside of the Comet blue line. Far face-off dot just near the Comet bench. Next 3 games here at the Coliseum. Games 3, 4, and 5. 4 scheduled for Friday right here on Sweetwater Ice. Puck comes into the Comet zone, and the Comets trying to kill off this power play up along the far side. Rolling puck. It'll stay at the blue line. Colorado with possession. Binkley couldn't stop it down low. Now it's going to come back up top. It is Bowman. Bowman top of the left circle. Comes over to Milos. No, back on the far side. Here's the centering play. Tips.
Deflected.
And it goes wide.
Got it.
Garbowski. Now we've got a penalty called. It's going to be on Shaw.
Yeah.
He wrapped up Cody Soul pretty good.
Yeah. Cody was trying to get position and throw the puck around the boards, and he got yanked a little bit. Hooking, I think, will be the call. And Shaw will go to the box. That'll nullify the 50 seconds. Comets will have power play in a minute 10. Hooking will be the call.
So we got 4-on-4 hockey coming up.
For 50 seconds. Let's go, guys. Good job killing it off. Face-off comes all the way back into the Eagles zone.
15 minutes has passed here in the first period. Still no score.
Pretty solid period by both teams right now. 7 shots by Colorado, 5 by the Comets. Goaltenders have both been tested well.
Face off to the left of Canada here in the Colorado zone. Trevor Cheek and Garbowski to take the draw. We've got Culkin and Curtis Leonard back at the blue line. And the Comets can't win it. Register goes back behind the net. Absorbs a hit from Garrett Thompson. Spins away. Gets some space. And we're skating 4-on-4 as Garbowski to center ice. Crossing over into Comet territory. On the left wing, tries to center it. Broken up by Cheek. Comes up to the blue line. Eagles still have hold of it. Mardo will get to it. Now here's a shot that goes wide. Coming into the corner. Bowman and Leonard, they come together. Now off the back end. Here's Garrett Thompson. Thompson drops it back. It is Culkin with it. Now his pass will find Thompson. It's taken away by Register and back into the Colorado zone.
Still 4-on-4, 10 seconds.
Mardo will bring it into the Comet zone. On the left wing, here's a shot. Save made by Hauser. He'll squeeze the pads. And a face-off coming up in the Comet zone. And in 5 seconds, it's power play time.
Yeah, bad angle shot. Bad angle shot. Defense forced him wide. Took the angle shot. Hauser was able to play it. Get the whistle. Win the draw here, guys. We go on power play. We'll have 1 minute and 10 seconds.
Marco Wall on the faceoff. In with Travis Barron. And it's going to be Wall. Couldn't quite get to it. Barron took it right off the stick. And now we've got a power play for the Comets. Here's a backhand shot on Hauser. He'll make the stop.
Too many chances starting right now.
Julian Nantel with the backhander.
Yeah, we have power play now. After just 6 seconds, face off in the Comet zone. So let's win the draw and go on the power play.
Shots are now 8-5 in favor of Colorado.
Yeah, Colorado scored a shorthanded goal in the first game, which tied the score. So be wary of them. They can score goals.
Puck is dropped, and it comes along the near side. Now the Comets try and break it out. Tinulin floats it to Cheek. Cheek will come across the line. Cheek sets up on the far side. Now down low to Desjardins. Desjardins swipes it around on the near side. It's Ryan Lowney. Lowney with some space, uses the point. Here's Bobby Shea with it. On to the far side. Now back to Shea. High slot. Here's Lowney. It's tried loading up. Now he's going to give it back up to Shea. Shea in the slot. Far side again. Cheek, his pass tipped and out of play. 36 seconds to go in the power play.
Good movement by the Comets. They had one man set up. Couldn't get the shot because the pass wasn't right on his stick. He held off. Went the other way. This one they took the shot. Was deflected by the defense in the glass. That'll give him time to change up the line to start over again. Wall will take the draw.
Face off to the right of Kanata. Still no score here in the first period. And Marco Waugh to take the face off. It's going to go down low. Swiped around the boards, and that's going to rim all the way out. Down to Hauser. He'll stop the puck. And Hauser to Binkley. Now to Culkin. Far side. They'll find Marco Waugh. He'll come across the line. Thompson with it. Here's a shot that goes out.
Miss the net. Goes all the way around the boards. Down the Comet end.
14 seconds to go in the power play. Still time for one more rush. Ryan Culkin with the puck up along the far side. Culkin drops it back. Here's Waugh to Binkley. Binkley on the near side. Plays it off the wall. Shasma gives chase to it. And power play is now over. Back to 5-on-5. Comets still have the puck, though. Here's Binkley with a shot. Golfs it wide on the far side. Culkin will jam it right back in. Tip just right. Back up on the near side. Comes out. Thompson can't quite get to it. And it's going to come all the way down to the Comet zone.
Shasma got the stick on it, but just deflected it wide. Nice play.
Culkin with the puck on the far side. Baptista will flip it in. Rolling puck going to come top of the circle. Garbowski's got it. Now he'll come along the right side. He'll come across. They've got numbers. Nice play there by the Comets, poking it away. Now transitioning down the ice. Petruzzelli coming across the line. He'll take a shot. Save made.
Nice save right there.
And back on the near side, it's Baptista. Baptista feeds it to McDonald. Here's a one-timer. Save made by Kanata.
Yeah, that's a nice glove save. Good movement on the Comets from one side to the other side of the rink, and a one-timer coming off the left wing. Kanata with the glove save. Two good saves by Kanata as they keep the score 0-0.
And we'll take a break. You're listening to Comet Hockey on WoWo.
Ready for a new apartment? You don't have to look far. St. Joe Place has everything you could ever want in an apartment complex. Internet, cable, washer, and dryer. It's all included in your monthly rent. There's also a basketball court, an outdoor grilling area, pool and hot tub, and the list goes on and on. St. Joe Place is leasing 2- and 4-bedroom apartments and now offering 3 bedrooms. Living at St. Joe Place Apartments, you'll quickly realize how great the staff and apartments really are. Call 444-3000 or visit stjoeplace.com. You're listening to Comet Hockey.
Komets with a shot and a save made by Kanata right at the blue line.
Down low, was able to see it from the point, made the glove save, so there was no rebound on it. As the Komets had good movement, a good shot from the point by Culkin.
Still no score, 2:04 to go in the first. Shots are even up at 8. Face off to the right of Kanata in the Colorado zone.
Cheeks to take the draw for the Komets. Get it back, guy.
That register back behind the net. And now sends it forward. Tinulin is there to stop it. Comes out to the logo and back into the Komet zone. On the left wing, here's a shot save made by Hauser. Desjardins picks it up. And Desjardins will find Ryan Lowney. Lowney will come through the neutral zone. He'll flip it in. Milos goes back behind the net. Now to Register. Register on the left side. Ahead he comes. And now it's going to go on the left wing. St. Amant. Nice hit by Culkin.
Culkin stood him up.
Back behind the nets. It's Marco Wall with $1:30 to go in the first on the far side. Komets flip it in. And going to come down low here into the corner. Going to come off the glass. Rolling puck into the neutral zone. And it belongs to Bobby Shea. Shea up along the far side. Garrett Thompson will grab a hold of it. Tries to cross over the line with it. And it's going to go back behind that. Petruzzelli grabs it with the glove. Can't hold on to it. Now Jolie up along the left side. Will get into the neutral zone. He battles with Bobby Shea. It's going to come into the Komet zone here in the corner.
Last minute of the period.
And on the near side, it's Petruzzelli to the blue line. Bowman with a blast. That goes wide. Jolie chasing it down. Moves it over. Milos top of the circle. Winds up. Shot. And Marco Wall with another block shot.
Yeah, Wall was down, and the man took the shot. Fortunately, he was able to duck his head, and it caught him in the rear end a little bit and deflected up over the glass, but was not in a good defensive position to break that block, and got very lucky he didn't get hurt on that shot. Face-off stays in the Komet zone. 45 seconds in the period.
No score. Face-off to the left of Hauser. Ryan Olsen on the drop for Colorado. Bobby Shea goes back behind the net. Finds McDonald. Now back to Shea. Banks it off the end boards. And now on the far side. Cross rig pass. Komets have got it. McDonald back to Shea. Nothing there. He's got to go back into his own zone. And now Shea will find an open man. It's Mason Baptista. Comes across the line. Lost the puck. McDonald is there. He comes across. Now McDonald looking for a shot. Takes it and right in the glove of Kanata.
McDonald held and waited for everybody to head to the net. Tried to make a screen. But unfortunately, with the shot go, there was a channel for him to let it go. And Kanata saw it all the way. Made the glove save. No rebound.
22.3 seconds to go in the first. It's been an even up first period. No score.
9 apiece. Shots on goal. Cheeks will take the draw.
Grabowski will oppose Cheek in the face-off circle. Both players talking to the linesman.
Cody Soul on the point, ready for a shot. Nope, they lose the draw.
Coming into the corner, whipped around the boards and out of the zone. Grabowski, he grabs it. He'll come across the line. His shot caught the paddle of Hauser's stick. Coming up along the near side, another shot and another save by Hauser. Cody Soul trying to clear out the net, giving Julian Nattel a couple of pops right at the end of the play.
Let him know he's there. Stay away from my goalie. Too much body contact with the goalie in the last couple of games, and I think Cody Soul is going to step up every time he gets the chance. All defense. Make sure they protect Hauser back there.
10 seconds to go in the first. No score. Face off to the right of Michael Hauser.
Baptista will take this important draw with 10 seconds in the period.
And on the near side. Mason Baptista will grab it. Outlet pass onto the far boards. Let's get it out. Jamie Shea on 3 seconds. Come across the line. Leonard snaps one off. Save by Canada as the horn sounds. And after 20 minutes of play here in game number 3, it is the Komets nothing and the Colorado Eagles nothing. And Robbie, pretty even period.
Yeah, well,
you really couldn't give that to either team.
No, perfect example. The shots on goal, 10 apiece. Both goaltenders tested well, had some pretty good saves to make, and both teams had some good chances. Power play apiece. Yeah, defensively they played well. Offensively, they tried to get the forechecking going, but both teams have good defensemen that move the puck. Nobody really got any consistent forechecking, and no real bad mistakes out there. So, pretty evening game, 0-0, good score for the first period.
And nothing as far as after the play goes. We haven't seen anything. The whistle has blown. That is it. It's a far difference from what we saw in the first 2 games.
Well, it's always funny. Whatever a game ends tough and rough and everything like it did in Colorado, everybody anticipates a big brawl, a big fight, and things like that. And it usually ends up into a pretty good hockey game, which we've seen so far. Keep it going.
So no score after 20 minutes of play at the Coliseum. We'll take a break. You're listening to Comet Hockey on WOWO.
This is Scrap Chat with Max Hall, reminding you that while all metal has value, not all metal recyclers value you. At OmniSource, guys like me tell you what your metal's worth and how to make it worth even more the next time. Because we grind up and spit out scrap, not customers. Find freight advice and fair payment at an OmniSource yard near you in the Fort Wayne area. For locations and a list of metals we buy, visit OmniSource.com or call 855-OMNIBUY, 855-666-4289.
Hey, Komets fans, put a new truck in your driveway this hockey season. Take a test drive in a Chevy or GMC truck made right here in Northeast Indiana by your friends and neighbors in the UAW. Union members build quality into every full-size pickup the GM Fort Wayne Assembly builds. Union labor has been building trucks in Fort Wayne for over 30 years. Visit your local Chevy or GMC dealer and drive the union-made quality that makes buying a new truck such a great value. GMC and Chevrolet full-size pickup trucks, built by the hardworking men and women of UAW Local 2209. Put union-built quality to work for your family.
Miller Lite is the original light beer, and we'll always brew it to have more taste, with only 96 calories and 3.2 carbs. Because we believe that if you compromise on taste, you can taste the compromise. Miller Lite. Hold true.
Great beer, great responsibility. 2018 Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Average analysis, 12 fluid ounces. Less than 1 gram protein, 0 grams fat.
The puck has dropped on another Komet season. And what better way to get ready to watch the K's than with a pregame party? Aunt Millie's Buns and Rolls and your party spread will put the biscuit in the basket for your guests. To face off with some great sandwich ideas for your party, visit AuntMillie's.com. Whatever you put inside the sandwich, it's always a winner when you include Aunt Millie's Buns and Rolls. And speaking of winners, go Komets!
In 1916, Auto Owners Insurance teamed up with local independent agents so customers could get fast, friendly, local service.
Bravo!
It worked so well, we decided to keep it that way. And 100 years later, we still do things the same way, by teaming up with local independent agents who deliver quality, personal service.
Thank you.
Some might call that old school. Then again, maybe everything old is new again. Kind of refreshing, isn't it?
For all your insurance needs, visit Jacob Insurance Service.
Life can be unpredictable. 1 minute everything's fine. In the next, you have a kid with a fever and it's already past 5. That's when you need Parkview First Care. We have extended hours, including evenings and weekends, convenient locations, and Parkview Physicians Group providers to make your whole family feel better. When you can't wait to see your doctor, go to the walk-in clinic that's part of the PPG community of care. Parkview First Care. Get in, get better, get going.
Big City Cars on Lima Road.
Vehicles as low as $595. Payments starting at just $79.
Dependable cars on a budget.
Over 20 price under $1,000. If other dealers have turned you down, we go to work when the others say no.
Big City Cars.
Want a bigger deal? Get up to $5,555 more than your car is worth. And as always, if we can't beat the competitor's deal, we'll give you the car for free.
Big City Cars.
See dealer for complete details.
Look at that mouth. That poor, parched mouth. What'd you eat for lunch? Chalk dust? Did your face storm a sandcastle? You're being awfully quiet. Is that because your mouth feels like the business end of a Dremel saw? Is it because your mouth just wrote a haiku and all 17 syllables were dry heaves? Right now, your mouth could be tongue-bathing in the refreshing citrus kick of Mountain Dew. Instead, it feels like you've been motorboating King Tut's sarcophagus. Show some mercy. Crack open an ice-cold Mountain Dew. You know your mouth wants you to. Do the dew.
Time now for the Big City Cars Big Intermission Show.
We are back live at the Coliseum. Finally, the Komets played the first two games of this Western Conference Finals on the road in Colorado, where they split games 1 and 2 by identical 3-2 scores. Colorado got the win in overtime last Saturday, and then the Komets evened it up on Sunday with a 3-2 win of their own. So that means the series is 1-1 here in game number 3, where we've got no score after 20 minutes of play. A look at the shots on goal tonight, being brought to you by Combat Ops Arena, mission-based laser tag, mini bowling, and arcade, and a cafe full of food and beer. It's Combat Ops Arena in Fort Wayne on Lay Road, Lima. Shots on goal, 10 for the Komets, 10 for Colorado. Even up, no scoring in that first period. Each team had a power play, 0 for 1. Artie Tinulin went off for tripping at 13:49, and then it was number 44, Brady Shaw, for Colorado. He went off for hooking at 15 minutes, so both teams had an abbreviated power play. Neither team played a full 2 minutes, as Joe Canada in goal for Colorado once again, 10 of 10 tonight. Michael Hauser, same stat line. Joe Canada in these playoffs this year, he's been in 12 games. He's 9-2-1 with 2 shutouts and a goals against average of 2.15. Michael Hauser's been in 12 games. He's got a record of 8-2-2. Goals against average is 2.40, and quite the goaltending matchup, as both goaltenders playing very well. Now the Komets, of course, playing a touch shorthanded. No Dan Maggio, he is suspended for 3 games. No Dennis Kravchenko, he is suspended for 5, but he did one on Sunday, so technically it's a 4-game suspension for Kravchenko at this point. But the Komets are also playing without league MVP Sean Sidlowski, unavailable tonight with a lower body injury. Hopefully he will be able to return coming up on Friday for game number 4. Now the Eagles, they're hampered just as much as the Komets. Gabriel Verpast and Joey Rattel, they were the ones involved in that altercation before the game on Sunday, so they have been suspended for 5 games and 3 games respectively. But the Eagles are also without J.C. Beaudin. Now Beaudin was leading all rookies in scoring during the playoffs. He is out. No timetable yet for his return, so you couldn't get a much more equal series at this point. You had 2 1-goal games, 1 in overtime, identical 3-2 scores. You get suspensions, they even out, and then you get 2 stars injured. They're both out, so it's all kind of a wash at this point. And these 2 teams are playing very, very well. They're both matched up very well so far here in this first period. Let's take a break. We're in the middle of the first intermission. You're listening to Comet Hockey on WOWO.
Don't just think of it as half off late night apps at Applebee's. It's half off the after party, half off the first date, half off girls' night. Late night half-priced apps, only at Applebee's. Don't just think of it as half off late night apps at Applebee's. It's half off the after party, half off the first date, half off girls' night. Late night half-priced apps, only at Applebee's.
Keep your staff connected with Motorola two-way radios from ERS OCI Wireless, like the Komets do. ERS OCI Wireless is located on Earth Drive in Fort Wayne. They're a Motorola partner providing wireless voice and data systems to public safety, education, healthcare, and enterprise customers throughout Indiana for the past 68 years. Reach out to ERS OCI Wireless at 260-747-0584. That's 260-747-0584. Or online at www.ers-oci.com.
New year, new ride. It's the Start Something New sales event at Glenbrook Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram. Huge savings across the board, like save thousands on remaining 2017 Chrysler Pacificas, as well as the brand new 2018s, or score huge bonus cash up to $3,000 off 2017 Journeys, plus huge savings on Challengers, Chargers, and up to $13,000 off select Rams. Oh my! The Start Something New sales event, Going on now under the giant American flag on Coliseum, or visit us online at glenbrookdodge.com.
Time now for the Big City Cars Big Intermission Show.
Back live at the Coliseum, where we've got no score after 20 minutes of play here in game number 3. Game 4 is scheduled back here at the Coliseum for Friday night. 8 o'clock is the start time. And then game 5 also here at the Coliseum. That will be Saturday night. 7:30 is the start time. So the Komets, after splitting those games, Colorado, because of the format 2-3-2, the Komets now have home ice advantage. So I'll have to take advantage of that here with 3 straight games at the Coliseum. Out of town scored tonight as we lead Eastern Conference Finals. That is the only other game obviously going on, as the Florida Everblades and the Adirondack Thunder, they are in the same situation we're in this series, tied at 1. Adirondack won a game in overtime in game 2 to even up that series. So they are playing in Glens Falls, New York tonight, and Florida had a 2-0 lead at one point, but that is now gone. The Adirondack Thunder scored 2, and they are tied at 2, and they have got 1:23 to go in the second period. So that game got a little bit quicker than us tonight. So 2-2 going into the second intermission in Glens Falls, New York. Of course, the winner of these 2 series will play each other for the Kelly Cup coming up here in a couple of weeks. And if the Komets do make it to the Kelly Cup finals, they would have home ice over the Adirondack Thunder, but not against the Florida Everblades, as out of the 4 teams that are still playing, the Komets are the only team that did not win their division. And that's a look at the Meijer out-of-town scoreboard tonight. Don't forget the simple savings you get with Meijer M-Perks digital coupons and rewards. Sign up today at mperks.meijer.com. We will take a break. Come back. We're in the middle of the Big City Cars Big Intermission Show. You're listening to Comet Hockey on WOWO.
Are you looking for a great way to entertain family, friends, clients, or employees? Or just treat yourself to a night of entertainment? Luxury suites or club seats at the Memorial Coliseum can be exactly what you're looking for. Whether it's a Fort Wayne Comet hockey game or other sporting event, a concert or family show, suites and club seats at the Coliseum are available on a single event basis. Amazing food and drinks delivered right to your seat. You'll never miss a moment of the action. Call the Premium Seating Office, 260-480-2186, about the suites and club seats at the Memorial Coliseum.
If you're driving down the road and your car dies at the light, you know you've got to make it here, because we can make it right. Bumping, thumping down the road, transmission's about to blow. We're the ones to fix it right. We're the name to know. Russ Moore. Russ Moore Transmissions. We're here to get you going.
If you suspect a transmission problem, come in and talk to the trusted leader in customer service for over 50 years, Russ Moore Transmission.
Russ Moore. Russ Moore Transmissions. We're here to get you going.
Call Russ Moore at 482-9414. We're on Coliseum Boulevard West and in Warsaw. Or visit us at russmore.com.
With 24 locations throughout Indiana, Ruoff Home Mortgage is proud of our hometown Komets and proud of our deep roots. For more than 30 years, our home loan experts have provided thousands of Hoosier families the best personalized mortgage experience. Home ownership begins here. Stop by any of our offices or apply online today at ruoff.com. Ruoff Home Mortgage is licensed by the Indiana DFI, license 109914. This is not an offer of extension of credit or commitment to lend. Equal housing lender.
Time now for the Big City Cars Big Intermission Show.
back live at the Coliseum. We're in the middle of the first intermission between the Komets and the Colorado Eagles. This series is tied at 1. If you're just joining us, Komets are playing without league MVP Sean Sadlowski. He is out for tonight. So is Felix Martineau, who was injured in the Toledo series, but he has begun skating. It looks like Felix Martineau might be a little bit ahead of schedule. We might see him even sometime during this series. Komets still without Justin Hodgman. He's been out the entire playoffs. He was injured in Game 1 in the Cincinnati series, so no timetable set for Hodgman's return. And, of course, the Komets without Dan Maggio and Dennis Kravchenko. They have been lost to suspension. Komets Gabriel Desjardins, he still leads the ECHL in scoring during these Kelly Cup playoffs. He's been in game 7 goals and 9 assists for 16 points. Sean Sadlowski, he is 6th in the league in scoring, and he has got 3 goals and 10 assists for 13 points. Garrett Thompson, he is 10th in the league in scoring with 11 points, and he leads the Komets in scoring here during this series against Colorado. Gabriel Desjardins also leads the league in plus-minus during the playoffs. He is a plus 11, and Sean Sadlowski leads the league in shots on goal with 50 shots. So the Komets making some noise in all of those categories here during the playoffs as we continue to play into the month of May. And the Komets have never played a game past Memorial Day. So to the finals, that is going to be a record that will be broken this year during the 66th anniversary edition of Fort Wayne Komet Hockey. And speaking of Komet Hockey, season ticket holders, next season you can become a season ticket holder. You want to call the Komet office, 483-0011, or go to Komets.com and learn about some early bird pricing where you can save big on next year's season tickets and learn all about the benefits of becoming a Komet season ticket holder. We'll take one more break. We have got the second period coming up for you. No score. You're listening to Komet Hockey on WOWO.
Hi, Komet fans. This is head coach Gary Graham. Everyone at Texas Roadhouse would like to give a big yee-haw to the Komets and their fans for voting Texas Roadhouse as the best steak in Fort Wayne. And as a thank you, just come in and visit Texas Roadhouse on game nights and receive your complimentary blossom when you wear your favorite Komet jersey. Check out the Komet Corner at Texas Roadhouse, home of the fall-off-the-bone ribs and hearty steaks made from scratch sides, fresh baked bread, ice-cold beer, and legendary margaritas. Be there on game days with your favorite K's jersey and receive your free blossom from the Texas Roadhouse. Go Komets.
Daniel Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram on Illinois Road has added some new members to the team. Introducing the all-new Chrysler Pacifica, the only minivan to win 2017 IIHS Top Safety Pick. Also, now on the starting lineup is the all-newly redesigned Jeep Compass. Capable, modern, and stylish, all wrapped into one. The new scrapper on the team is the all-new Jeep Grand Cherokee Trackhawk. With 707 horsepower, this secret weapon will leave the competition wondering what hit them. Daniel is a proud sponsor of Komet Hockey, and we invite all the fans to come experience the difference in your next car buying experience. See the complete lineup of new Chryslers, Dodges, Jeeps, and Ram trucks, all at O'Daniel on Illinois Road next to Meyer, or online all the time at o'danielauto.com.
The factory outlet sale at the King of Cards Superstore in Fort Wayne is going on now. Instant in-store rebates, manager specials, and other incentives available on nearly every custom golf cart on the showroom floor. King of Cards has a large custom golf car inventory built with pride right here in Fort Wayne. Gas or electric, 4 or 6 seaters, we have them in stock and ready to ride. The King of Cards Golf Car Superstore is located at 1818 Research Drive, Fort Wayne. Take the Lima Road exit 311B off I-69. King of Cards, the destination for custom golf carts in Northeast Indiana.
Komet Hockey is brought to you by Auto Owners Insurance and Gregory Associates in Fort Wayne.
Fresh 20 minutes up on the scoreboard here at the Coliseum. No score between the Komets and the Colorado Eagles. We're set to go. Puck is dropped. We start the period off 5-on-5. And the Komets with possession on the far side. Petruzzelli takes a bump from behind. Going to come into the Colorado zone. And now up along the far boards. That's going to go all the way down. No icing, or icing will be called. Yep, Leonard gets there, and the face-off in the Colorado zone.
Everybody playing it safe, dumping it out, it got no play. Force the icing call, face-off comes in the Colorado zone. Wall will take the draw for the Komets. Thompson out there.
Face off to left of Kanata, going to be swiped up along the near side. And Jolie gets it to Olsen. And he'll drop it back to Register. Register's pass comes forward. It's going to be touched up. Jolie will come across. Komets cut him off. And here is Leonard back behind the net. Saucers it over to Bobby Shea. Now Shea ahead. Petruzzelli will come across the line. On the far boards, coming up to the blue line. Here's Bobby Shea. Stick handling around. Puts it out in front. It's loose. Jolie will take it away. And the Eagles back the other direction. On the left side, it's Harrison. Dropping it back to Olsen. Trying to float it to Jolie. Broken up. And now the Komets turn the corner. Bring it back the other way. On the left side, it's Trevor Cheek. Stick handles around his man. Going to come into the corner as he gets around Marto. Now back on the near side, up top of the blue line, over the stick of Cody Soul and out. Already Tiddyland back, far side to Binkley. Binkley rips it in, going to go off the end boards. Pops loose, centering play. Komets with it, back up top to Soul. Here's a shot, that's going to be blocked, look out. On the right side, grabbed by Natel, coming in. He shoots, he missed it. Back on the near side, Komets come away with the rebound, and it's going to be Trevor Cheek. Cheek with it on the far side. He'll find Desjardins. He'll be high. On the near side, Trevor Cheek taking off his stick. Marto goes up along the far side of the blue line. Lowney takes it off the wall into the corner. Here's Trevor Cheek with it again. On the far side, Desjardins comes in to help him out. Now Tidulin goes back behind the net. Now coming out in front, breaking in. It's Lowney. Oh, he fanned on it.
Couldn't handle the pass of the quick shot.
And Garbowski will bring it into the Komet zone. Flips it on Hauser. He'll make the stop. And Desjardins moves it forward to Baptista. Baptista will get it to McDonald. Komets barely on sides. Going to come here on the near side. And into the corner. Played up along the far side.
Shassman quickly.
St. Amant will go back behind his goaltender. Komets working hard here. Back up along the near side. Milosh will get it out. Here's Culkin. Bounces over his stick. Couldn't control it. And now St. Amant will bring it into the Komet zone. Up along the near side. We're going to go back behind the net. Shaw will pick it up. Shaw puts it in front. Here's a shot. Save made, point blank.
Yep, that's their best scoring chance right there.
And now out to the center line. Eagles with it again. Floated back. And they're offside. So the Komets get a little bit of room here.
All right, all good.
And Ryan Lowney will go back behind the net. Still no score in the second period. Komets without a shot on goal so far. Shasta will push it in. Wheeled around. Register stops it up along the far side. Now back below the goal line. It's picked up by Colorado. And up along the near side, it's Harrison. Harrison goes to Jolie. Pass too hot for him. Going to come into the corner. Garrett Thompson. Up along the near side, Bowman traps it, puts it out in front, broken up by Thompson. Thompson to stick handle it on the far side and back into the Colorado zone. Register drifts all the way back. And now it's going to be shot all the way into the Komet zone. That will be icing.
16:31 to go, second period. No score. A couple of shots by Colorado. That's it.
So far, nothing, no big adjustments made. It's pretty much right where we left off in the first period.
Colorado, one good chance on scoring there. Hauser come up big on a little give and go coming from behind the net. The man swooped into the slot, right on a stick. Good shot. Hauser, quick reaction.
Face off will go to the left of Kanata. And up top of the blue line, here is Leonard. Goes off the wall. Cheek in front. Hitting with a backhander. Rebound. And it got it on the goaltender. Kanata makes the stop. Up along the near side, Jolie voids a check from Cheek. Lost the puck. Desjardins will bring it across the line. Desjardins back to Tinilo. Pass goes behind him. And Colorado turning it back the other way. Up along the far side. Rolling puck. Leonard couldn't get to it. Now they put it out in front. Here's a shot and a save made by Hauser.
Another give and go.
A little extra.
Yeah, well, they went after Hauser again in the goal crease. Komet forward saw him coming. Desjardins, he steered him away, kept him away from the goaltender.
16:06 to go here in the second period. No score.
Face-off will stay in the Komet zone. Start her all over again, guys. Come on, little offense.
Face-off to the right of Hauser, and it's Mason Baptista to take the face-off. Baptista and Garbowski. And into the corner, Baptista rips off along the near side, coming up to the point. And the Komets will get to it. McDonald will flip it into the Colorado zone. And it's Marto back behind the net. Now up along the near side. Cody Soul stops it, keeps it there for a moment, but now it's going to go to Garbowski. He'll come across the line. Komets are back on D. Tries to put a shot on Hauser. It's blocked. Now on the near side, Colorado still controls the puck. Bowman into the corner, got a man in front. Save made. Another point-blank stop by Michael Hauser.
Too many quick inside shots on goal right now.
Cody
give and go passes hurting the Komets.
Soul flips it in. Komets try and change. And now the momentum here is definitely the way of the Eagles. Grabowski going to come into the corner. Hit there by Culkin. Now another centering play. Here's a shot. St. Amant. It's going to be blocked, and the Komets up with it. Culkin, long pass, rolling puck. Komets got a 2-on-1. Petruzzelli to Thompson. Here's a shot. It goes high.
He had a man on him. Couldn't get a good shot off.
Petruzzelli in the corner, far side in front. Garbowski will intercept it. And he puts it on the stick of Shaw. Backhander to Hauser. He'll glove it down, and he'll keep it there.
The whistle. Colorado winning some battles in the corner, resulting in a little give-and-go passes and some quick shots on goal. 3 of them in the period. Hauser's come up big.
14:47 to go in the second. No score. And a face-off coming up to the left of Hauser. Colorado 4 shots on goal here in the second period. Komets just with 1. Face off to the left of Hauser. And Trevor Cheek in his first game back with the Komets since March 11th.
Getting lots of ice time. Regular shift at center.
He'll meet with Travis Barron. Referees tonight are Sean Fernandez and Jeremy Tufts. Taking some time there. Now we're set to go. Puck is dropped, and Culkin back behind that to Lowney. On the far side, Tinulin will get it all the way back into the Komet zone. Bowman will play it off the wall, and Culkin goes back for it. Culkin to Lowney on the far side. Backhander. Tinulin gets it into the Colorado territory. Komets chase after it. Goes back behind that. Komets have it. Here's a centering play. Nothing
Couldn't keep it in. Komets.
It's going to go all the way out. Lowney has got it. Lowney all the way back in his own zone. Got plenty of time. Now he will go right down the middle of the ice. Dishes on the right side. And it's going to go off the wall. Register is there. He goes up top. Tinulin is there to stop it. Finds Culkin. Culkin winds up. Here's a shot. Missed it on the stick side. Now back up along the far side. Culkin with it again. Drops it back. Here's a shot. Knocked
Blocked
down.
in
And
front.
it's going to be Shaw picking it up. And back come the Eagles. Register on the right side. Going to flip it in. And coming into the corner is Ryan Lowney. Lowney back behind the net. He'll give it a look, and he finds Trevor Cheek. Cheek on the right side. Gets past Joe Lee. Comes across the line. Gets knocked on the play, but he still has the puck. Now he gets it deeper into the Colorado territory. Up along the near side, the Eagles will clear the zone. Poke checked away here by Bobby Shea. Now back into the Colorado zone. Still no score. As Norrish will get it into the Komet zone. Going to come across the line. Harrison to Jolie. He cuts across, gets forced wide, goes up along the far side. Here's a shot that's blocked, and back behind the nets. Komet's up with it. McDonald feeds it forward, end over end puck. That's going to come down. And we get a whistle. We'll take a break. You're listening to Komet Hockey on WoWo.
Trust the doctors at IPFW Athletics and the Fort Wayne Komets Trust. Aaron Chiropractic is well known for providing quality yet cost-effective care for sports injuries, muscle, and joint problems. They're one of the only clinics in the region to provide its patients with pain relief utilizing numerous therapies, including acupuncture, massage, and rehabilitation. Aaron Chiropractic is conveniently located in Northeast Fort Wayne. Find us on the web at aaronchiro.com or call 492-8811 to schedule an appointment.
Komet Hockey is brought to you by Auto Owners Insurance and Insurance and Financial Services in Auburn.
Coming off the icing call. Puck is going to roll all the way down into the Colorado zone. Kanata will play it. And on the near side, Mantell runs into Leonard. And now it's going to be back into the Colorado zone. Bowman, his pass ahead deflected near the Komet bench. Komets trying to get possession of it here in the neutral zone. Can't do it. And it belongs to Colorado back in their own end. On the far boards, Watson will flip it into the Komet zone. That's going to come down. And the Komets push it around. It's Petruzzelli, backhander to Mason Baptista. He skates with it. Trying to go over to Garrett Thompson. It's blocked and now flipped back into the Colorado zone. 8 minutes have gone by here in the second. Still no score. Komets poke check it away. It's going to be Desjardins turning the corner. Bringing it back. It's already Tinulin coming into the corner. Tied up along the near side. Tinulin still with it. Stick handling around. Gets some space. Goes back behind the net. Here is Trevor Cheek up top of the blue line. Binkley with it. Here's a shot. Goes wide. Back on the near side. And it is going to be St. Amant back behind the net, being chased by Cody Soul. Trying to get away from the big guy. He'll give it to Bowman. Bowman goes back behind the net, and Soul will just switch over to him. Back up along the far side. And St. Amant now with it. Komets pressing back there, and it goes up along the far side. St. Amant will get it into the Komet zone. Back behind the net, it's Jason Binkley. He scoops it up, trying to go to McDonald. Trapped up along the far side. Now Mason Baptista is there, looks for some room, and he's got Jamie Shasma. Shasma to Binkley. Now it's going to be Ryan Culkin in his own zone. Gets it out. Shasma will now come across the line. Pushes it in. Comes off the end boards. Kanata will stop it. And now it's sent ahead. Far side. Ryan Lowney stepping up. He'll keep it in. Now it's fed down low to Baptista. Baptista, nothing there. Petruzzelli comes out. Gives it a jab. Keeps it down there. And now racing for the puck is Shasma. Trying to reach it. It goes back behind the net. Komets have got it. Centering play. Marteau intercepts it.
Good defensive play.
Shasma was right in front. Jolie will come out. And now bouncing puck at the center ice logo. Thompson will get it to Petruzzelli. He'll come across the line. His shot. It's going to miss wide. Now back on the near side. Colkin pumps it in through traffic. It goes wide. And up along the far side. Marco Waugh takes it. Got a man in front. He shoots. Score!
Attaboy.
Garrett Thompson.
Yep. Waugh stealing the puck. Going behind the net. Looking out in front. Thompson cut into the open crease, right on his stick, looked, made the shot. Komets go ahead 1-0. Good goal, good forechecking.
Sixth goal of the playoffs for Garrett Thompson.
9:42 the goal came at.
And the Komets get on the board 1-0 here in Game 3. Komets get Kanata moving to his left. And Garrett Thompson finishes the play, and it is 1-0 Komets on their 12th shot of the night. It's the fans on their feet here at the Coliseum.
Waugh got the second chance. Made a nice pass. Thompson put it away.
Komets lead this one 1-0. Colorado looking to get even. They come across the line quickly. Back behind the net. They try and center it. Cody Soul is there. Soul up along the far side. Backhander gets out to Cheek. And Cheek to skate with it. Cuts across the line. Back to Desjardins. Desjardins on the far boards. Coming down low into the corner. Desjardins up top of the blue line. Colkin with a wrister. That's blocked. And that is going to get out. Colkin grabs the puck. And he'll go all the way back behind his own net. Culkin with it. Moves it forward to Baptista. Backhander. Shasma comes across the line. Ran into Ben Storm, and now it's going to come back into the Komet zone on the right side. Look out. They come in front. It just goes wide. Now back on the near boards. Cutting it down is Ryan Lowney. Lowney up along the near side. He'll skate with it. He gets to his own blue line. Dishes to Mason Baptista. Comes across the line. Baptista's met there by two defenders. And he's able to get it to Culkin. Culkin on the point.
Shot.
Here's a shot. It's deflected, loose, and put back in on Kanata. He'll grab it and make the save.
Shasma makes a good play.
And now St. Amant and McDonald, they trade chops.
Baptista right now in front of the net chopping at somebody.
Baptista and Register talking.
Yep, getting a little nasty around that Colorado net.
So the Komets lead at 1-0. We will take a break. You are listening to Komet Hockey on WOWO.
Ooh la la.
Ooh la la. Ooh la la.
What's got everyone so worked up, you ask? It's the taste of bold, decadent espresso, paired with a sumptuous layer of freshly steamed milk in flavors like vanilla, caramel, and mocha.
Ooh la la.
You can say that again. New handcrafted lattes starting at just $2.29 have arrived at your neighborhood Tim's. Taste the ooh la la side of Tim Hortons. At participating U.S. restaurants, price and participation may vary by region.
Comet Hockey is brought to you by Auto Owners Insurance and Jacob Insurance Service in Angola.
We are in the middle of game number 3 in this best-of-7 series. The winner goes on to play for the Kelly Cup. The Colorado Eagles, the defending Cup champions, and they're looking to take that Cup up to the AHL. This is their last year in the ECHL. Komets looking to make their first trip to the Kelly Cup Finals. Getting to the Western Conference Finals a couple years ago against the eventual champion, the Allen Americans. So the Komets looking to get over that hump and get to the finals. It's been a great series so far. We could be doing this a while. Right now it's 1-0. Komets have got the lead here in game number 3, and the series is tied at 1.
9:04 in the period. Komets up by 1, second period.
.904 to go in the second. Here's the face-off to the right. The goaltender, Kanata. And the Eagles will get the puck. It's going to come to St. Almont. He lost it at his own blue line. Register has to come in and help him out. And now Bowman back in front of his own net. Out to Register. Quick pass forward. It's going to be St. Amant. He comes across the line. Komets are back on D. Here's a shot off the trailer. Nice save by Hauser. And into the corner. Register up top. Here's a shot. Another save by Hauser. Back on the far side. Again, another save by Hauser. Shaw picks it up. Centering pass broken up. Tinulin is there. He turns it back up ice. Tinulin on the right side. Look at this. The little guy getting through the D. Gets it into the Colorado zone. And now Register goes back behind the net. So Michael Hauser seeing the puck very well here tonight. On the far side, brought back into the Komet zone, back behind the net. Jolie up along the near side. He's met there by Marco Waugh. Jolie on the near boards, into the corner to Harrison. Harrison trying to spin away from Waugh and does. Harrison feeds it up top. Marto with a shot. He scores.
Shot from the point, screenshot. Hauser never saw it. They had 2 men in front. The Komet defense grabbed on him, tried to pull him away before, but he never saw the shot from the point. They tie it up. Came at 12:03.
So we are tied at 1 with 7:57 to go in the second.
I don't think it was deflected. I think it came right from the point shot, or wrist shot from the point, that I don't think Hauser saw because it wasn't that hard of a shot. Here's a replay. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4 players in front.
Yeah, Hauser never reacted to it.
Yeah. Tie score. Still 7:57 in the period.
So the Komets going back to work here. They're giving up the lead. And now they've got the puck. Trevor Cheek back to Leonard. Leonard on the far side. Bobby Shea avoids a check from Jolie. He skates with it, and he flips it into the Colorado zone. Gonna come into the corner. Marto into the corner. Over to Ryan Olsen. Now it comes up to the blue line. That's going to get out. No icing on the play as Leonard will pick it up. Leonard will go in front of Michael Hauser. Leonard will get to the blue line, far side. Chasma will tip it in. Milos goes all the way back for the Eagles. He goes back behind his goaltender, Kanata. And now on the far side, Garbowski ahead to the center line. Komets are there. It's McKernan. Couldn't control it. Puck now rolls back into the neutral zone. Now pushed on the near side. Garbowski comes across. And the puck rolling out in front of Hauser. Now McDonald is there. McDonald picks it up. Now it's going to go to Baptista. Baptista comes across the line. Finds Cody Soul. Soul on the side. Here's a shot in. And a save made by Kanata into the corner. Here's McKernan. McKernan taking off the play. McDonald in there to help out. Tied up here, back behind the Colorado net. Far side, Binkley squeezes in, pushes it back around McDonald. In front, knocked away by Kanata, deflected. And now back out to the center line. Komets are back. Jason Binkley with it. He comes across the line, dishes over onto the far boards. Garbowski is there. And now he goes back behind the net. Milos on the near side, runs into Petruzzelli. Kyle comes out in front of Kanata. Garbowski off the backhand, pushes it ahead. And now back into the Komet zone. Race for the puck. Cody Soul will get there first. Icing will be the call.
Face-off coming back into Colorado zone. 6:11 to go in a period. 1-1 score. Komets go ahead at 9:42. Thompson is 6th of the season, assisted by Waugh. And Colorado comes back at 12:03 and ties it up. Shot from the point.
Face off to the left of Kanata. And it is Garbowski in the face-off circle. He'll do it with Marco Waugh. To the blue line, Lowney shot in front. Oh, just got in on Kanata. He left the rebound. Here's another shot blocked up to the blue line. Lowney has got it. Off the wall on the far side. Garrett Thompson coming into the corner. Now back behind the net. Played up along the near side. Here's Culkin dropping it back to the blue line. Here's Marco Waugh. Nothing there. Loading up as Lowney with a shot. It's blocked. Komets still have it at the blue line. Lowney again with it over. Another shot. Missed it wide.
Hit the net, guys.
Here's Culkin. Puts it in. Had a man on the back door. Petruzzelli.
Up into the screen deflection.
Yep, Kanata got a piece of it. That's going to go out of play.
Komets, a little pressure on the forechecking. Shots from the point, but they weren't able to get it on the net. Either deflected or missed the net on the shots. 5:41 to go. We're still tied. Full line change by the Komets.
Face-off will be to the right of Kanata. Cheek will take the face-off. And he will have to deal with Travis Barron. Comes up on the near side, Jason Binkley. Stick handles around one man, puts it out in front. Cheek trying to wrestle it away, and it's coming back the other direction. Eagles back into the attacking zone on the far side. Komets cut off the play, goes back behind the net, pushed around the boards, coming off the wall. It'll clear the zone. Trevor Cheek can't quite catch up to it. Bowman has it at his own blue line. Bowman over onto the far side. It is a register, dropping it back behind him. And now Bowman lost the puck at the center line. Back the other way into the Komet zone. Here's a shot. It's deflected. Cody Soul is there. Plays up along the far side. Here is Desjardins with it. Looking for Shasma. Too tall for him. And the Eagles back in their own zone. Colorado sets up back behind the net. Under 5 to go here in the second. This game has been at a pretty good clip. Hardly no penalties, just 2 in the game. 1 to either side. Komets are off sides as Bowman plays it back into his own zone. McDonald harasses him as it goes up along the far side, back into the Komet zone. Here's Jolie, got a man over in front. Bad pass. Had Olsen set up on the far boards. Komets with the puck. Here's Bobby Shea off the wall. McDonald off the backhand will push it in. Kanata lost the puck to Bobby Shea. Shea up along the far side. Garrett Thompson in the corner up along the far boards. Harrison will take the puck away. He turns it down the ice and into the Komet zone. Jolie on the right side. Coming in. Here's a shot save made. And it rolls over the shoulder of Hauser into the corner.
I don't think he saw that one either. A bit of a screenshot.
Komets up to the blue line. Here's a shot. That is going to go off the end boards. Picked up by the Eagles. And it's Olsen up top of the blue line. Mardo on the right side. Here's a shot. Puts it back into the far side corner. Comes out in front. There's Garrett Thompson. And we've got a penalty called. Slashing will be the call. Komets will skate short-handed. And we will take a break. You're listening to Komet Hockey on WoWo.
If you're searching for premium temporary housing, we have the affordable alternative to a short-term or long-term hotel. Are you a family or traveling business salesperson relocating to Fort Wayne? Experience premium temporary living with Corporate Housing Systems. Serving Indiana and Ohio for over 30 years, we strive to offer exceptional service and value for all of our guests. Feel at home with Corporate Housing Systems. Visit www.corporatehousingsystems.com or call 888-544-5454 today.
And now back to Komet Hockey.
Man down for the second time tonight. Leonard is off for slashing. And the puck comes to the blue line. Komets take it away. Petruzzelli couldn't quite get it down the ice. Shaw will bring it back in. 3-on-2. Shaw coming in. Has a man in front. Save made by Hauser. Kicked out, and the Komets clear the zone.
Up it down again. Hauser, big save again. 3-on-1 coming at him. And he makes the save on the man coming in late.
Eagles with the puck on the near side. Milos lost it at the red line. Now the Eagles will get it back. And they'll come across on sides, but Trevor Chico waits. He dumps it back into the Colorado zone. Here's Desjardins. He will pick up the puck. Got a poke checked away. Looking for a shorthanded chance. And now Garbowski will go back behind the net. Under 3 to go here in the second, tied at 1.
Minute 10 in the penalty.
Bowman down the middle of the ice, going to be tipped off the stick of Bobby Shea and out of play.
That'll give us a chance to get a change on it, and the faceoff will come back outside.
Shots are 20-14 in favor of Colorado. Michael Hauser, big difference here, especially in the second period, making some big stops, keeping this game 1-1.
10 shots to 4 in this period by Colorado, so you can see who's getting all the action. Fortunately for the Komets, we scored a goal. They've scored 1. We're tied at 1.
Baptista on the face-off. The puck is dropped. And now into the Komet zone. It is stopped by Hauser. Plays it off the wall. Puck coming in to the corner. Playing up along the near side. Mason Baptista hustles for it. He's got it. Baptista will come across the Colorado line shorthanded. He pushes it around the boards, and we've got 45 seconds to go in the power play. Register back behind the net. Register ahead. It's an open man. It's Jolie. He comes across the line, and offside will be the call. Nice job by Garrett Thompson, slowing him up just a bit.
Yeah, stayed up at the blue line, forcing the zigzag, got a piece of him. Wingers never slowed down. The offside at the blue line. Komets change up the defense. Cody Soul back on the ice.
Face off just outside of the Komet blue line.
Watt center. Petruzzelli on the left wing over here.
Olsen wins the face-off cleanly over to Register. Now Mardo will get it in the Komet zone, but here's Cody Soul. Takes a look, plays it off the glass, and out of the zone.
Ice. 27 seconds in the penalty. Power play.
Back behind the nets. Here's Register with it. Register right down the middle of the ice. Had a man cutting in. It was Jolie. It goes off of his stick coming into the corner. He's greeted rudely coming in front. Save made by Hauser. Loose puck. And Hauser finds it through some feet, and he gets the whistle. Jolie, I'm not sure how he got around Cody Soul, but he did. Got a scoring chance. Now Petruzzelli gets his helmet knocked off. Some extras going on after the whistle. Things tightening up here. And now Waugh talking with St. Amant.
Cody Soul giving his voice to all these guys, too. Small forwards cruising around, talking.
1:51 to go in the period. Still 8 seconds to go on the power play.
Yep. Line change, Colorado, full shift. Komets change up front. They stay with Soul and Binkley on the point.
Face off to the right of Hauser. And the puck comes to the bottom of the circle. Binkley gets tangled up with Ben Storm. Now up along the far side. Cheek reaches it. Penalty is over.
5 on 5.
But the Komets can't clear it. Now Cody Soul races around to Jason Binkley. Binkley's pass is going to go to Desjardins. Desjardins cuts across over to Trevor Cheek. Poked away by Harrison. And now the Eagles turn it back the other way. Milos will bring it across the line on the near boards. Bumps it out in front. Knocked away. Going to come off the wall. And Cody Soul will knock it away. And on the far side, here's Desjardins. Backhander over to Cheek. That's going to be deflected into the Komet bench with just 1:16 to go in the second.
Yeah,
and
Cody
now
Soul's asserting himself right now. Colorado doing a little chippy stuff with the smaller players. And Cody steps in the middle of it, and they don't want any part of it.
Just 1:16 to go here in the second period. We're tied at 1.
Linesmen and referees very cautious of what could break out, so they're on them pretty quickly and separating them. Face off just outside the Colorado blue line, maybe at center.
Yep, the face-off it will be at center ice. Marco Wall will take the drop. And with Matt Grabowski. And the puck rolls into the Colorado zone. Register back. Fine Bowman on the near side, plays it ahead. And it's Nantel with Thompson on him. He's able to get it into the Comet zone. Back behind the net, Ryan Lowney.
Last minute.
Plays it off the glass. Bouncing puck comes to Petruzzelli across the line. He'll take a shot, but it was blocked by Register. On the far side, Garrett Thompson with it. Tries to put it out in front. Petruzzelli again. And he was tangled up. Now he's dumped after the whistle. And now we've got a penalty called.
Yeah, he's grabbed from behind is what he was. Had the arm around his neck and pulled him right back out of the crowd. He was not doing anything to interfere with the goaltender. Colorado needs to be called on a couple of penalties here to calm them down because they're the ones being the aggressors right now. And they are. Number 10, Bowman. Looks like he's going to the box.
Bowman will head to the bin. We're tied at 1. Now the Comets get their second power play of the game. Just 48 seconds to play here in this second stanza.
Lots of time to get one in this period. Or regroup and come out for that second period hot. Tie score, 1-1.
Roughing is the call. It actually was Register who pulled Petruzzelli down.
Well, there it is there. 10 give
he got in there late
a
on
bit of a
Petruzzelli.
jab and a punch down in the pile.
Face-off will be to the left of Kanata. He's had a pretty easy period. He's only faced 4 shots.
Yeah. 21-14 shots on goal.
Tied at 1. Face-off in the Colorado zone. Cheek in there, wins it. Back to Desjardins. Now Shea back over to Desjardins. Coming in, takes a shot, save made, and Kanata looked behind him.
He had a look. Good shot by Desjardins up the wing, walked in, let the shot go. Kanata made the save. He wasn't sure if he had it or was squeaking around, but he got enough of it to hold on and get the whistle. Face-off still in the Colorado zone.
So a good first play there by the Comets.
Cheeks will stake the draw again. Tindlin up front with Desjardins.
Lowney and Shea are your D-men. Tindlin takes the puck. Tindlin with it. Stick handles to Shea. Shea moves it over to Lowney. Lowney gets some space. Back up to Shea. Here's a drive that goes wide. Back on the near side. Trevor Cheek will keep it down low. Back behind the net, it's Tindlin looking for someone to feed it to. Up along the far side and in the corner, it's Desjardins up top. Caught a high stick. We got a delayed call.
Yeah.
And the Comets here with a chance to get Hauser in a 2-man advantage with 16 seconds. And there we go. The puck is stopped by St. Amant, and now we've got some punches being thrown. Trevor Cheek, Lowney in there, Garbowski grabbing each other.
Well, Shea got sort of tripped and knocked down, and the puck came loose. Now, it was a delayed whistle, and when the Colorado player grabbed the puck, he fired it at the net, and nobody liked that. Shea is squaring off, or trying to square off with Milos, and the linesman got in him very quickly.
All right, now we've got a 5-on-3. It's Register going in the box, and that's a good guy to get off the ice. But the bad thing is only 15 seconds remain in the period.
Yeah, well, that'll give us time to regroup and come back at him strong.
And you see the slash there by St. Amant. Yes, that could have been one, too.
Well, the thing that they got mad about was that he shot the puck. Instead of just taking the puck and getting the whistle, he shot the puck at the net. Cheeks came over very quickly, and then in here comes
Ryan Lowney.
And then, of course, Shea in the middle of it.
It's a 5-on-3. It is a high sticking call as Register got it under the chin of Desjardins. So 5-on-3. Comets win the draw. Culkin, one-timer. That is blocked. And up along the far side, Comets still with it. Cody Soul to Culkin. Culkin in the middle. Over. Here's a shot save made. Loose puck coming to Culkin with 3 seconds. Now Cheek with it back. Over. 1 second. Horn. And its save is made.
Too many passes at the end there.
Now Milos trying to get under the dander of Tindlin. Trying to maybe sucker him into a penalty, and it's not going to work. So the period comes to a close, but still a lot of time left on the 5-on-3 when we start up the third period.
Yeah, the difference in the period, of course, was Michael Hauser's play as they outshoot us 11-5, but there was at least 6 point-blank shots from in tight where they won the battles off the boards, came out of the corner, a little one-on-one give-and-go pass on the stick of the man in the slot. A real good shot on goal that Hauser had to come up huge. They both score a goal, so they've broken the goose eggs on both goaltenders, so it's going to be a real good third period, and the Komets with a big advantage, a 2-man advantage in power play to start the period for at least a minute and 12 seconds.
And one of Coach Gary Graham's favorite statistics, it's the winning percentage of the team who scores on a 5-on-3 during a hockey game, and I'm sure that's what he's in the dressing room right now talking about.
He'd be preaching his stories.
Guys, we got to score on this 5-on-3. All right, we're going to the Big City Cars big intermission show here in Game 3 at the Coliseum. It's dandy. We're tied at 1. You're listening to Comet Hockey on WOWO.
In 1916, Auto Owners Insurance teamed up with local independent agents so customers could get fast, friendly, local service. It worked so well, we decided to keep it that way. And 100 years later, we still do things the same way by teaming up with local independent agents who deliver quality, personal service.
Thank you.
Some might call that old school. Then again, maybe everything old is new again. Kind of refreshing, isn't it?
For all your insurance needs, visit Jacob Insurance Service in Angola.
Fort Wayne's newest Northside Sports Bar is your place to see the big games, including pro and college. Doozy's Sports Bar and Grill next to Red River Steakhouse has become a fan favorite to see the best sports events with their incredible food and drink specials and wall-to-wall big flat screen TVs. Open daily 11 to 11 or later for the big games. Doozy's has daily lunch specials and is always the place to come out and watch the games. Doozy's next to Red River Steakhouse, just off I-69 at Coldwater Road in Washington Center.
Steve, you're new, so why don't you start us off?
Oh, okay. Hi, my name is Steve, and I'm a homebody.
Hi, Steve.
I went to Partners First Federal Credit Union. Partners First. Yeah, Partners First. They're so convenient with 10 locations in Fort Wayne, Huntington, and Marion. They made it so easy to not only get my hands on the right financing for our new home, they even offered me $400 off closing costs, which was just nuts.
Call, click, or stop in for complete details. The $400 off closing costs is a limited time offer. Standard underwriting guidelines along with additional restrictions apply. Partners First Federal Credit Union is an equal housing lender and is federally insured through the NCUA. NMLS number 405819.
MRIs are a valuable diagnostic tool, but they can be costly. The Community Open MRI Group can help. We have the region's lowest in-network insurance rates that are hundreds less than area hospitals. Our MRI is quiet and spacious, eliminating stress and anxiety. Remember, it's your choice where you go for your MRI. Contact the Community Open MRI Group and let us check your benefits first with 3 convenient locations: Auburn, Decatur, and Fort Wayne.
Don't just think of it as half off late night apps at Applebee's. It's half off the after party, half off the first date, half off girls' night. Late night half-priced apps, only at Applebee's. Don't just think of it as half off late night apps at Applebee's. It's half off the after party, half off the first date, half off girls' night. Late night half-priced apps, only at Applebee's.
On the ice, on the court, or on the field, the Orthopedic Hospital and Fort Wayne Orthopedics are there to provide complete orthopedic care for injured athletes or weekend warriors. Fort Wayne Orthopedics and the Orthopedic Hospital of Lutheran Health Network, official sports medicine provider for the Komets and an integral part of Fort Wayne sports for over 20 years. Go where the pros go. The Orthopedic Hospital and Fort Wayne Orthopedics are a dedicated team of sports medicine specialists, licensed trainers, and therapists, specially trained to keep you in the game.
Take Midwest Gloves and Gear to work with you by using their full line of work gloves. Midwest Work Line features max performance gloves, PBR, along with a wide variety of Midwest branded gloves for any type of work. Midwest Gloves and Gear prides itself in being the largest manufacturer of American-made work gloves, and Midwest believes in investing in America. And that's why the work line features many styles made right here in the USA. For over 50 years, Midwest Gloves and Gear, Chillicothe, Missouri. Time now for the Big City Cars Big Intermission Show.
Back live at the Coliseum, Shane Albarani and Robbie Irons here tonight. It is game number 3 of the Western Conference Finals. And the first 2 games were 1-goal games, 3-2. That was the final in each of those games, with each team getting a win. Komets on Sunday, Colorado on Saturday in overtime, and we got another tight one here tonight. 1-1 is our score after 40 minutes of play. Game number 4 back here at the Coliseum this Friday. 8 o'clock is the start time, and game 5 Saturday, 7:30 here at the Coliseum. And make sure you get here early because the Komets giving away Big City Cars rally towels here for this Western Conference Finals. First 2,000 fans through the door tonight got them, and another 2,000 fans are going to get them coming up on Friday and Saturday. So make sure you get here and get your Big City Cars rally towel. That is coming up the remaining games here during this series here at home. Let's take a look at the scoring and everything else that has happened here tonight. First, our shots on goal in the game being brought to you by Combat Ops Arena. Mission-based laser tag, mini Boyd, and arcade and a cafe full of food and beer. Combat Ops Arena in Fort Wayne on Lay Road, just east of Lima. Colorado, they had 10 shots in the first, 11 in the second, for a 2-period total of 21. Komets with 10 in the first and just 5 in the second for a 2-period total of 15. Scoring, nothing in the first period, all coming in the second. Garrett Thompson got everything going at 9:42, his 6th of the playoff. Marco Waugh and Ryan Culkin helped him out. Colorado would get even. Just a couple minutes later, Jake Marteau, his 2nd of the playoffs. 12:03 was the time. Jolie and Harrison, the assist. Goaltender for Colorado, Joe Canada, 15 saves on 14 shots. Michael Hauser, stellar in that second period. 21 shots, making 20 saves, and some of them point blank, as of course Michael Hauser missed game 2 after that incident with Ryan Harrison in overtime in game number 1. He was shaken up, stayed in the game, but he did not start in game 2. Garrett Bardis got that win for the Komets. He is on the bench tonight, but Garrett Bardis was called upon. Of course, he does what Garrett Bardis does, just wins hockey games. And he is sitting there cheering on Michael Hauser, who has been big tonight. Komets 0 for 3 on the power play. Colorado 0 for 3, but the Komets still in the middle of a power play. It'll actually be a 2-man advantage when we start up the third period. As we take a look at the penalty summary here tonight, in the first period, Artie Tinulin tripping minor at 13:49, and then it was Brady Shaw hooking at 15 minutes of the first period. Then in the second, we didn't get our first penalty called until 16:16, slashing for Curtis Leonard. Komets were able to kill that off, and then it was Colin Bowman roughing minor at 9:11. Then Matt Register off the ensuing power play picked up a high sticking minor at 19:44. So we will have 1 minute and 12 seconds of a 2-man advantage when we start at the second period, and then we'll have a 1-man advantage for about 30 seconds after that. So the Komets with some chances here to break this deadlock at 1 when we start up the third period of play. Let's take a break. We're in the middle of the second intermission. You're listening to Comet Hockey on WoWo.
Big City Cars on Lima Road. Vehicles as low as $595. Payments starting at just $79. Dependable cars on a budget. Over 20 price under $1,000. If other dealers have turned you down, we go to work when the others say no. Big City Cars. Want a bigger deal? Get up to $5,555 more than your car is worth. And as always, if we can't beat the competitor's deal, we'll give you the car for free. Big City Cars. See dealer for complete details.
Hey you, it's your stomach again. I'm here to set things straight. Subway has new signature wraps and they're packed with meat. These things make me full. Full like your voicemail after you win the lottery. Full like a clown car on the way to an oversized shoe convention. Full like the turkey, bacon, and guacamole signature wrap. Loaded with provolone, lettuce, tomatoes, onions, and ranch. Full like I'm gonna be after you get to Subway and eat one. You're welcome. All new Subway signature wraps. Subway, make it what you want.
In 1916, Auto Owners Insurance teamed up with local independent agents so customers could get fast, friendly, local service. Bravo! It worked so well, we decided to keep it that way. And 100 years later, we still do things the same way by teaming up with local independent agents who deliver quality, personal service.
Thank you.
Some might call that old school. Then again, maybe everything old is new again. Kind of refreshing, isn't it?
For all all your insurance needs, visit Jacob Insurance Service in Angola. Time now for the Big City Cars Big Intermission Show.
Back live at the Coliseum. We're in the middle of the second intermission and a good hockey game here in Game 3 of this best of 7 series. Western Conference Finals. The winner of this one will go on to play for the big prize, the Kelly Cup. And going over, taking a look at the Meyer out-of-town scoreboard tonight, the Eastern Conference Finals, they have picked back up tonight in Glens Falls, New York. This series is tied 1-1 with each team gaining a victory in the first 2 games in Florida. And Game 3 tonight in Glens Falls has now gone final. The Florida Everblades 3 and the Adirondack Thunder 2. So the Everblades have taken the series lead once again in that best of 7 series. And they got a tight one, and we've got a tight one here, tied at 1. Don't forget the simple savings you get with Meyer M-Perks digital coupons and rewards. Sign up today at mperks.meyer.com. And it has been a tight hockey game, and if you're just joining us, of course, we've all heard about the suspensions that have taken place for both teams. Dennis Kravchenko and Dan Maggio, they were handed suspensions, 3 games and 5 games respectively. But Colorado also, they were hit by suspensions. Gabriel Verpass and Joey Rattel, they are out, as Rattel got 5 games. Verpass got 5 games and Rattel got 3. So Rattel and Maggio, both of those will be not available for all 3 games here at the Coliseum. If this series were to shift back to Colorado, Maggio and Rattel would be available for Game 6, and Dennis Kravchenko and Gabriel Verpass, they will be available for Game 7 if needed. Colorado also playing without J.C. Beaudin, the leading rookie scorer in the ECHL playoffs. He is out with an injury. So is Sean Sedlowski tonight. He is the reigning ECHL MVP and scoring champ of the league. He is out. Didn't play in that third period in game number 2, nursing an injury, but hopefully Sean Sedlowski will be able to make it back to the lineup on Friday. Komets also without, of course, Justin Hodgman and Felix Martineau. Now, Martineau, he has already started to skate. He is hampered by a high ankle sprain, and that was suffered in the Toledo series, and Martineau could be available relatively quickly. So the Komets can get healthy in a hurry, and hopefully that can happen. Hopefully we can come away with a victory tonight and take that series lead. Komets, of course, now essentially have home ice advantage with 3 games here at the Coliseum. It's a 2-3-2 format. Game 6 and 7 would be back in Colorado if needed. But Komet fans, we need your help. Come on out here both Friday and Saturday. Get here early and get your Big City Cars rally towels, as Komet fans have wanted them, and they now have them, and they have been out in force here tonight. So get to the rink early. First 2,000 fans each night will get a free Big City Cars rally towel. That is coming up Friday night, 8 o'clock. Game 4. Game 5, 7:30 set here at the Coliseum for 7:30 coming up on Saturday. So get here early and cheer on the Komets. Let's take a break. We're in the middle of the second intermission, tied at 1. You're listening to Komet Hockey on WOWO.
The destination is yours with Excursions Trailways Motor Coach Company. Excursions Trailways operates trips from Indiana and Ohio to destinations in the continental U.S. and Canada. Excursions is the proud official motor coach provider of the Komets, Tin Caps, IPFW, and St. Francis. They provide excellent customer service and clean, well-maintained coaches with courteous professional drivers. Choose your destination and give Excursions a call at 260-485-6167 or visit them on the web at excursionstrailways.com. Are you looking for a great way to entertain family, friends, clients, or employees? Or just treat yourself to a night of entertainment? Luxury suites or club seats at the Memorial Coliseum can be exactly what you're looking for. Whether it's a Fort Wayne Komet hockey game or other sporting event, a concert or family show, suites and club seats at the Coliseum are available on a single event basis. Amazing food and drinks delivered right to your seat. You'll never miss a moment of the action. Call the Premium Seating Office, 260-480-2186, about the suites and club seats at the Memorial Coliseum.
On the ice, on the court, or on the field, the Orthopedic Hospital and Fort Wayne Orthopedics are there to provide complete orthopedic care for injured athletes or weekend warriors. Fort Wayne Orthopedics and the Orthopedic Hospital of Lutheran Health Network, official sports medicine provider for the Komets, and an integral part of Fort Wayne sports for over 20 years. Go where the pros go. The Orthopedic Hospital and Fort Wayne Orthopedics are a dedicated team of sports medicine specialists, licensed trainers, and therapists, specially trained to keep you in the game.
Time now for the Big City Cars Big Intermission Show.
Back live at the Coliseum. We are looking at the third period of play here in game number 3 at the Coliseum. Do a quick recap of the scoring. Nothing in the first period. Both goals were scored in the second. Garrett Thompson, his 6th of the playoffs at 9:42. Waugh and Culkin helped him out on that. And then Colorado would get even at 12:03. It was Mardo, his 2nd of the playoffs. Jolie and Harrison, the assist. Joe Canada, the goaltender for Colorado, 15 shots, 14 saves. Michael Hauser, 21 shots and 20 saves tonight. Colorado 0 for 2 on the power play. The Komets 0 of 3, but we will have a 2-man advantage when we start up the third period as Bowman went off for roughing at 19:11, and then Matt Register, high sticking call at 19:44. And that is the summary here tonight. So we will take a break. Third period is coming up for you. You're listening to Comet Hockey on WOWO.
When you set out to find new roads, you can't do it alone. You need a partner on the journey, one you can count on. More and more people are finding themselves in a Chevrolet for the first time and learning that trying something new can be exciting, empowering, downright exhilarating. See for yourself why Chevrolet is the most awarded and fastest growing brand the last 4 years overall.
See your Northeast Indiana and Ohio Chevy dealers.
Based on total aggregate recognized industry awards and retail sales share gains 2014 through 2017.
Welcome to Tim Hortons. What can I get for you two?
I'll take a latte.
Ooh la la. Since when do you drink lattes?
Since Tim's introduced handcrafted lattes, using freshly ground premium espresso beans, water heated to exacting precision, and sumptuously steamed milk forming a velvety blanket of delicious foam.
You better make that 2 lattes.
Introducing new handcrafted lattes, starting at $2.29 from your neighborhood Tim Hortons. Taste the ooh la la side of Tim's. At participating U.S. restaurants, price and participation may vary by region.
Knob Brick Company carries hundreds of styles of brick, literally something for every taste. With the change in the seasons, it's good to know that Knob also offers a wide variety of fireplaces, many of them Heat and Glow's finest, to add style to your home and warm it up on those cold evenings. They can even put a Heat and Glow insert into your existing fireplace to make it more efficient. Be sure to check out their fireplace showroom for some design ideas. Knob Brick is located on Fort Wayne's north side, not far from the Spies Fieldhouse. For a great Heat and Glow fireplace or that perfect brick for your home, see Knob, N-O-B, Knob Brick.
Daniel Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram on Illinois Road has added some new members to the team. Introducing the all-new Chrysler Pacifica, the only minivan to win 2017 IIHS Top Safety Pick. Also, now on the starting lineup is the all-newly redesigned Jeep Compass. Capable, modern, and stylish, all wrapped into one. The new scrapper on the team is the all-new Jeep Grand Cherokee Trackhawk. With 707 horsepower, this secret weapon will leave the competition wondering what hit them. Daniel is a proud sponsor of Comet Hockey, and we invite all the fans to come experience the difference in your next car buying experience. See the complete lineup of new Chryslers, Dodges, Jeeps, and Ram trucks, all at O'Daniel on Illinois Road next to Meyer, or online all the time at o'danielauto.com.
You're listening to Comet Hockey.
Third period set to start. Shane Albarani, Robbie Irons, and a big chance for the Komets. It's a 5-on-3 for 1:12.
Make it happen, guys. Be patient. Get the good shot on net. Make it happen. Come on, guys.
Face-off comes to center ice, and it's Cheek and Olsen. Puck comes into the Komet zone. It's Bobby Shea. Shea on the right side to Cheek. Cheek drops it back to Desjardins. He runs into Olsen, and now the Komets will get it across the line again. Back up along the far side. Up top to Cody Soul. Soul to Bobby Shea. Shea switches sides with Soul coming in, back over to Soul. Here's a drive, save made.
Good shot, good save.
And back on the far side, here is Waugh. Waugh comes down low into the corner. Loose puck. Komets pick it up. Into the corner. It's Trevor Cheek with it. Cheek back down low to Desjardins. Now Cody Soul with it. Soul moves it over to Bobby Shea. Shea down low. Back in front. Shot. Score! Desjardins.
They were patient. That's exactly what we said. Be patient. They moved it around, got it to the far side. Bit of a bad angle. But he fed it right past the goal crease. Desjardins on the boards over here. Stepped in, let the shot go on the angle. Beat the goaltender as he came across. Two-man power play.
Desjardins' 8th goal of the playoffs makes it 2-1 Komets. And the good news is the first penalty did not come off the board. So the Komets still have a power play for another 60 seconds.
Goal came at 45 seconds. Desjardins
one times it past Canada, and it's 2-1 Komets. And the puck comes into the Komet zone. No, it's going to be into the Colorado bench off the face-off. Wow, with the pass over to Desjardins. Cody Soul with the other helper.
It's 2 assists for Waugh. Desjardins, his 8th of the season. Soul and Waugh get the assists.
Face off to the left of Canada. Komets still on a power play here. Here's Binkley on the right side. Here's a shot that is blocked, and it's going to go to Bowman. He'll get it out. Puck comes into the Komet zone. Culkin goes off the wall, and it's going to be grabbed by Garrett Thompson. Now up along the near side, pumped back into the Colorado zone, and into the corner. Bowman pushes it around the boards on the far side. Desjardins has got it up to Binkley. Binkley now will creep in. He'll take a shot. Canada the save. Rebound. Knocked down by Culkin. Culkin back over. 20 seconds to go on the power play. Here's another shot. That's tipped. Rattles around. Far boards, and it's cleared out.
They dump it down this time.
12 seconds to go on the power play. Komets take the lead at 2-1. Here is Ryan Culkin with it. Culkin will zip it in. It's going to go around the boards and on the far side. And the penalty is now over with. We're back to 5-on-5. On the left wing, it's going to be sent into the Komet zone. Back behind the net. Leonard plays it ahead. Now Bobby Shea with it. Shea has got it. Moves it forward. And the Komets get it into the neutral zone. Baptista cuts across the line. Nice move. Tries to center it up. Knocked out to Leonard. Leonard moves it over. Bobby Shea handles the pass. Spins around up along the far side. Looking for someone. Has Leonard. One-timer.
Stop the puck.
And the puck is going to be cleared out. Shea goes all the way back. Shea will grab it. Backhander. Goes to Cheek. Cheek's cross-ring pass. Goes a little bit too far out in front of Leonard. Leonard's got to retreat backwards. Moving up along the far side. Trevor Cheek will take it. Cheek will carry it across the line, drops it back, and where it's intercepted. Back up along the far side. Komets still have it at the blue line. Here's a shot wide of the net on the near boards. And to the corner where Jolie will handle it for Colorado.
Komets forechecking.
Jolie back behind the nets. He will skate with it. Plays it off the wall. Harrison can't handle the pass. Back the other direction. Komets have it. Desjardins coming in on the right side. Desjardins pumps it off the pads of Canada. And back on the near side. Loose puck coming up to the blue line, and it's going to be grabbed by the Eagles. It's Olsen coming across back on the right side into the Komet zone. Here's a centering play. Harrison gave it a whack. He missed it. Back on the near side. And here's Garrett Thompson. Thompson comes across. Thompson in on Canada. In front. Score! Marco Waugh!
From Thompson. There's a goal. That's a good one at good time. They broke out Michael Thompson with his size. Went down on the wrong wing. Went to his backhand. Looked like he was going to take the shot. Threw it across in front. Waugh went to the net. And he one-timed it in the net with a nice pass through the goal crease. Waugh will get the goal.
Second goal of the playoffs for Marco Waugh. Got his first in game 2. And Garrett Thompson with a beautiful setup. And the Komets up by a pair.
3:33 that came at.
3-1 Komets here in the third. And the Eagles back in their own zone. Up along the far side, Baptista keeps it down for a moment. Now he's upended on the play. And now back to the Komet blue line. Ahead it comes. Baptista into the Colorado zone. Baptista tied up with Garbowski. We're rolling up along the far side. McDonald can't get to it. Now it's played along, up along the near boards. And it's Marto to Garbowski. He'll come across the line. He feeds it backwards. Bad pass. And it's scooped back up into the Comet zone. Back behind the net. Garbowski reaches for it. Jamie Shasma
out of the zone.
Will hack at it, and it's going to go all the way down. Now Bowman goes all the way back into a zone. Marto comes up along the near side. And now Nantel moves it to the center line. On the left wing, Nantel will come across. Here's a shot. Hauser the save into the corner. Back up along the far side. Komets get it out. Artie Tinulin. He'll move it ahead. He'll find Bobby Shea. Shea on the right side. He'll come across the line. Shea drops it back. Had Desjardins. And now up along the near side, trying to feed it to the point. Shaw will pick it off. Shaw will skate with it. He'll flip it in on Hauser. Stops the puck. He'll hold it right there and gets a whistle.
Yeah. No pushing and shoving then. Leonard stood his ground. Everybody backed off. Hauser holds on. 15-16 to go. Komets have built a 3-1 lead. 2 goals, 45 seconds. Desjardins. Waugh, 33 minutes and 33 seconds into the period. Taking the lead, 3-1.
15 minutes, 16 seconds to go here in the third. Face-off will be to the right of Michael Hauser. And the puck comes down into the corner. And now it comes up to the blue line out of the zone. Colorado back for it. Now it's going to be sent into the seats.
That was deflected.
So the face-off will be face-off dot near the Comet bench just outside of the Comet blue line.
Petruzzelli will get an assist on that third goal, too, from Waugh and Thompson.
5 minutes passed here in the third. Komets with 2 goals here in this third frame. Garrett Thompson into the corner. Gets bumped from behind. Now Shaw will take the puck. He gets it out to center ice. Komets back on defense. Ryan Culkin up along the far side near the penalty boxes. Tangled up. Marco Waugh tries to get to it. Now back into the Colorado zone. Going to come off the wall here on the left wing. It'll be St. Amant. Takes a hit, unloads the puck. They comes down low into the corner. In front, and it's going to be through the goal crease. Going to get out. End over end puck into the Colorado zone. And now all the way down, up along the far boards. Cliff Watson for the Eagles. Back to Brady Shaw. And now Watson will have another turn with it. He feeds it ahead. Bouncing puck into the Comet zone. Bobby Shea back there. Shea into the corner. Feeds it behind the nets. Komets with it. McDonald off the glass. Coming to the blue line. It'll be held in. Here is a shot. It is blocked down. Leonard didn't know where it was. Puck is loose. Tied up on the dot. Now on the far side. Desjardins now gets taken off the play hard. And on the near side, that's Leonard rather, gets taken hard. And now all the way down into the Colorado zone is Colorado trying to mix things up here. They're down by a pair. Puck will come into the Comet zone. Down the left wing, Harrison. Bumping and grinding down there with Bobby Shea. Up along the near side. Tied up on the near wall. And Artie Tinulin has got it. Backhander. Going to be fed forward. And now it's Tinulin with some steam coming in on the goaltender. Just missed the post. Tinulin in the corner. Dumped on the play by Garbowski.
That's what we want to see from him. Speed and cut to the net.
Tinulin being aggressive here tonight. Into the corner. Here's Bowman. Bowman plays it off the glass. Bouncing puck. It goes to Cheek. Cheek ahead to Desjardins. He'll scoop it up. He'll pick it up, and he'll go across the line with it. Back behind that. Here's Petruzzelli. Petruzzelli, took a two-hander to the back. No call. Here's a shot by Cody Soul. That goes wide. Now Binkley into the corner. Colorado stepping up the physical play here. And the puck is going to be iced. And that was a pretty blatant two-hander there, but no call.
Bit of a cross-check in the back, pushed him right into the boards. The cross-check hurt more than anything. Petruzzelli went to the bench. He can get a breather. No call on the play, but the linesman and referee are looking at each other, and I think they're going to start keeping an eye on it.
Things are getting a little more physical out there. And you see Leonard here. We see a replay here. Leonard getting a pop to the chops. Puck is dropped here in the Colorado zone. Here's a shot that just missed wide on the near side. Ryan Lowney going to go off the end boards. And now it's floated up to the blue line, held in by Lowney. Lowney goes off the skate of McDonald. And now that's going to be sent into the crowd. That should be 2 minutes.
They're going to call
Delay
it.
Game.
They're going to call it. We'll take the break.
12:32 to go in the third. We'll step aside. You're listening to Comet Hockey on WoWo.
Bowman.
ERS OCI Wireless is the official radio provider for the Fort Wayne Komets. ERS OCI Wireless is a Motorola partner in Fort Wayne, providing wireless voice and data systems that allow organizations across Indiana to operate their business more efficiently. Reach out to ERS OCI Wireless at 260-747-0584. That's 260-747-0584. Or online at www.ers-oci.com.
WOWO and WMEE HD2 Fort Wayne.
This is Comet Hockey.
Comets on the power play. Delay a game call on Colorado. Comets up by 2. Played up along the near side. And now Garrett Thompson gets it to the blue line. Culkin stops it with his skate. Gets it to Bigley, top of the circle. Cross-ring pass. Here's a shot high. Back on the near side. Comets trying to keep it in. They can't do it. Rolling puck into the Comet zone. And here's Marco Waugh. Waugh has got it. Goes back behind his netminder, Michael Hauser. Drops it back behind him. Still 1:17 to go in the power play. And it's Tinulin on the right side. Skates with it. Coming on the near wing. Into the Colorado zone. Tinulin going back behind the net. Tinulin up top to the point. Here's Bobby Shea with it. Shea back over. And his pass comes all the way out. Comets' best power play here during the playoffs. And Ryan Lowney gets it into the neutral zone. 52 seconds to go in the man advantage. Lowney comes across the line on sides. Moves it over. Here's Tinulin. Tinulin on the right wing, skates towards the wall, coming in back over to Lowney. Lowney sets up over slot area to Shea. Now to Trevor Cheek. Cheek coming down low. Tinulin. Cheek breaking in. Here's a shot. No, it's going to be blocked. Now Bobby Shea, far side. Leonard with it. 25 seconds to go in the power play. Ryan Lowney in front, moves it over to the far side. Now Desjardins. He'll try and get some space with 18 seconds to play in the power play. Tinulin up along the far side, comes down low to Desjardins. Desjardins feeds it out, and it's going to go all the way down.
All the way down the ice. As important as the goal right now is killing off that 2 minutes off the clock, which they've done, down to 10 minutes in the game.
Comets up by 2, 3-1. Power play is over.
5-on-5.
10:27 to go in the third. On the near wing, here is McDonald into Colorado territory. Backhander in front. Oh, Baptista fanned on the rebound. It was a big one right out in front. Couldn't connect. Back on the far side, McDonald. McDonald stick handling around. Comes over cross rink. Going to come off the wall. Going to come into the corner. And the Eagles will get it out on the left wing. It's Harrison. His cross ring pass. That's deflected. Bouncing puck into the Comet zone. And back the other way, it's McDonald.
Dumped in. Chase. Line change.
He'll feather it in. Comets change things up on the fly. As Mardo's got the puck for Colorado. Mardo comes across the line, going to come down here in the Comet zone, going to come off the glass and out. All the way down into the Colorado zone. Backing up is Milos on the far side. Now it's fed forward to Harrison. Harrison runs into Petruzzelli. He gets rid of the puck. But the Eagles get it back in the neutral zone. On the left wing, Olsen will cut across the line. Bouncing puck into the Comet zone. Petruzzelli is there. Not too fancy. Just gets it down there. Good job by the rookie.
Yep, no icing. 9 minutes.
Eagles with the puck. On the left wing, Nantel. Nantel will get it in. Plays it off the glass. Yeah, that's going to be an icing. So a bit of a big mistake really there for Colorado.
Well, I don't know. I guess he was trying to hit the net, but Hauser let it go up over the net. Didn't touch it. Icing call. Brings it back into the Colorado zone. 9-10 left in the period and game.
Face off to the left of the goaltender, Kanata. Comets 3, Colorado 1. Trevor Cheek on the face-off. Now Cheek looks like he'll move away. He'll stay in there. Cheek and Travis Barron about to duel. Linesman taking his time. Now he gets set. Puck is dropped. Comes down into the corner. Whipped around the boards. Takes a funny hop. Jolie is the man back, and luckily he didn't get loose with it. Shasma drops back. Up along the far side. Komets played off the wall. Here's Trevor Cheek. Cheek coming in. Spins around looking for some help. Cheek over to Culkin. His shot is blocked. And Shasma on the near side. And it comes out. Barron will get it out. Trevor Cheek on the far board. It's going to be tipped down to Hauser. And Hauser will get a whistle.
He'll take the quick call. 8 minutes and 42 seconds. Face-off will be in the zone to the Komets.
8:42 to go. We'll take a break. You're listening to Komet Hockey on WOWO.
The Holiday Inn at the Coliseum, located across from the Memorial Coliseum, is the official home of the Komets. Whether it's a corporate meeting to large wedding receptions or just a getaway weekend, the Holiday Inn has you covered. Event space in the Holiday Inn can hold up to 300 people, and with 151 guest rooms, the Holiday Inn is ready to meet your personal or business needs. With a highly trained staff at the Holiday Inn, you can count on things being done right. Contact the Holiday Inn at the Coliseum to schedule your event today at 260-579-9135.
Fort Wayne's newest Northside Sports Bar is your place to see the big games, including pro and college. Doozy Sports Bar and Grill next to Red River Steakhouse has become a fan favorite to see the best sports events with their incredible food and drink specials and wall-to-wall big flat screen TVs. Open daily 11 to 11 or later for the big games. Doozy's has daily lunch specials and is always a place to come out and watch the games. Doozy's next to Red River Steakhouse, just off I-69 at Coldwater Road in Washington Center.
Komet Hockey is brought to you by Auto Owners Insurance and Gregory Associates in Fort Wayne.
Komets to skate a man down. Jamie Shasma gets a high sticking call.
Big challenge here with the Komets right now. Baptista in to take the draw.
8:42 to go in the third. Komets with the lead. And here's Gabriel Desjardins with the puck. Desjardins back in his own blue line. Will take his time. Gets to Cody Soul. Throws it in on Canada.
Blast
stop
all the
it.
way down the ice.
And Canada, he's got to hold it there as Mason Baptista was racing down the ice.
Yep.
So good job there. Komets will keep the face off in the Colorado zone.
Good shot. Cody Soul all the way from inside his own blue line on the net. Goaltender had to block it down in the midsection. Couldn't get it out before Baptista was right there at the doorstep. Face-off in the Colorado zone. Cheeks up front.
Trevor Cheek on the drop. Cheek in there talking to the linesman. Ryan Olsen is across from him. Now the puck comes all the way out. Cody Soul with it. Soul pushes it around the boards. Flips it up along the near side. Marteau will grab it. Still 1:37 to go in the power play for Colorado. Register will feed him in. It's Olsen up along the right side. Come across the line. Tries to get around Cody Soul. Pushes it back behind the net. Nice play there by Binkley. He'll get it all the way into the Colorado zone.
Got it out.
Register has got it for Colorado. 12 minutes has passed here in the third period. Jolie will come across the line up along the left side. Going to come up to the blue line. Register takes a blast. What a save by Hauser.
He was able to keep himself out in front of the crease and not be able to get screened. Saw the puck from the point. It was a high shot, but he grabbed it out of the air, made a nice save on it. Holds on, gets the whistle.
1:11 to go in the power play for Colorado.
Less than 8 minutes in the game.
3-1 Komets.
Face off in the Komet zone. Who we got taking a draw now?
It'll be Baptista to take it. And he'll be in with Garbowski.
Bobby Shea on the point, helping out.
Face off one into the corner. Pushed around the far side. Desjardins gets rid of it. And down the length of the ice. Stopped by Canada. And the Eagles bring it up along the near side. Desjardins is right there, and he pokes the pass into his own bench. That will stop things.
Yep.
52 seconds to go in the power play.
New puck. Couple new forwards for the Komets. Garrett Thompson comes out.
Face off will be just
with
outside of the Komet blue line.
Wall take the draw.
It's going to be Waugh and Ryan Olsen. And the puck comes into the Comet zone. Bobby Shea pushes it around. Canada will have to stop it behind the net. And he will give it up to Register. Register on the far side, gives it to Olsen. Avoids one poke check, but can't avoid Bobby Shea. Intercepts the puck, and he zips it down. Register back behind the net with 30 seconds to go in the power play. On the left wing, Marto will carry it across, floats it in front, broken up by Culkin. All they can do is scoop it around. Register will hold it in at the blue line, comes off the wall, and a loose puck is going to be fed forward. Oh, Garrett Thompson almost had a breakaway. Goes down to Canada. And now Canada lost it to Thompson. Thompson, shorthanded chance, drops it back. Here's a shot. Save made by Canada.
Right on the net.
Culkin. Great job by the Comets. Get a short-handed chance.
Yeah, Garrett Thompson knocked it out of the air as they tried to clear it. Got possession of the puck, waited for the Comet forward and defenseman to move up. And all of a sudden, in come Culkin, right on a stick, shot on the goal. 8 seconds in the power play in the face-off in Colorado zone. 6:50 in the game.
3-1 Comets. Face-off to the left. Of Canada, puck is dropped. Back behind the net is Norrish. And here comes Jamie Shaftsma. We're 5-on-5.
All even.
Puck coming into the Comet zone. They try and center it up. Coming back the other way. Comets have got it. Feathered forward. That'll be an icing call. Sheet can't get there. So we'll have a face-off coming up in the Comet zone. Game 4 back here at the Coliseum Friday night.
That'll be an 8 o'clock game?
8 o'clock game.
8 o'clock.
And then Saturday night, 7:30 for Game 5.
Momentum. That's what we want, guys. Keep pushing. 6:29 to go in the period.
Face-off will be to the left of Hauser. Garbowski in the circle, into the corner it goes. McDonald off the backhand, finds Petruzzelli. Couldn't handle the puck, but he's able to get it out. Nantel back at the center ice logo, negotiates to the neutral zone, comes across on the far side. Baptista's there, feeds it forward, but it's picked off. Here's his shot, save made, knocked down, another shot, save made. Puck is loose in front, the Comets get to it. Mason Baptista
dumps it out, high in the air.
Couple big saves by Hauser. Bowman will now come across the line. He drops it back, nobody there. And Garbowski will get to it. He'll wheel it around the boards. Coming up along the near side. Tapped at by Binkley to the blue line. Held in for a moment. Now it's Binkley with it. Holds it. Plenty of time. Now he'll get it up along the far side. It's going to be brought into the Colorado zone. Register back behind the net. Gets harassed by Desjardins. Goes up along the far side. Shaw will unload the puck, and the Eagles will bring it into the Comet zone. All the way down. Here is Binkley up along the far side. Held in by Shaw. He'll skate with it down into the corner. He's decked by Cody Soul. Shaw down on the ice. Comets get to it. Now Cody Soul is dumped on the play. Now Soul's going to get up, and he's going to move forward with it. McCurden will get it out, and on the near side to Desjardins. Cross ring pass. Will find the tape of McCurden. He will just flip it in, and we're coming up on the 5-minute mark to go here in the third. Eagles with the puck. Back behind their own net. Marto with it on the left wing. Comets get it back. Well, quickly turns it over again. Marto back in his own zone. And Marto ahead. Puck is going to be tipped, and it's going to go to Storm. He's going to come across the line. And they're going to come into the corner. Bobby Shea is there. Up along the far side. Bouncing puck. Colorado with it. And it's going to come over. Bowman with a shot in front. Backhander. Loose puck. And it's going to come up to the blue line. Harrison has got it. Top of the circle. Over to Register. Register over. Here's a shot. Save made. And it's going to be knocked up along the near side. Into the corner. Thompson with it. Back behind the net. And the Comets to play it. Leonard hard off the wall. Tapped by Thompson. That gets out.
Line change for the Comets on the fly.
Register off the wall. Leonard will reach it. Banks it off the wall on the far side. Here's Bobby Shea. And he'll get it out. Bowman back at his own blue line. 4 minutes to go in the third.
Less than 4.
And now it's going to be popped up and into the Colorado bench. That'll get us a whistle. We'll take a break. You're listening to Comet Hockey on WoWo.
Big City Cars
on Lima Road.
Vehicles as low as $595. Payments starting at just $79.
Dependable cars on a budget.
Over 20 price under $1,000. If other dealers have turned you down, we go to work when the others say no.
Big City Cars.
Want a bigger deal? Get up to $5,555 more than your car is worth. And as always, if we can't beat the competitor's deal, we'll give you the car for free.
Big City Cars.
See dealer for complete details.
Common Hockey is brought to you by Auto Owners Insurance and Jacob Insurance Service in Angola.
3:50 to go here in the third. Komets are up by 2. Puck is here in the Komet zone, and it's Ryan Lowney off the wall. End over end puck will come into the Colorado zone. Petruzzelli dumped on the play. Goes back behind that. Garbowski is there. Here's McKernan. Puts it out in front. Here's a shot. Just tipped.
Petruzzelli got blocked.
Petruzzelli was right there in front. Now Trevor Cheek goes down. He's hit from behind. Cheek trying to get up. He is tangled up with Watson. Up along the far side here in the Colorado zone. Colorado trying to do everything here. As the Eagles with the puck, Garbowski on the left side, feeds it ahead. Bowman comes across the line. Loose puck, Komets have got it. It is Desjardins, plays it off the wall. And Marto all the way back.
Keep checking him, don't let him breathe.
Under 3 to go. Left wing, Register into the Komet zone. Back
Less
behind
than
the
3.
Hauser with it, plays it around the boards. Trapped down there by Jolie. Now Olsen in the corner. Back behind the net, trying to feed it to somebody. Nothing there. And here comes
Goaltender out of the net.
Got an empty net up along the far side. Marto will keep it in. Finds Register. Register looking for a shot. Nothing there. All he can do is pump it into the corner. Back behind the net. Here's Jolie. Extra attacker is on. Up top, Register with the puck. Feeds it over. Here is Harrison. Register. Shot. Save made. Hauser hangs on.
Komet defense fighting right there, holding everybody away. Hauser makes the save. 2:27 to go, up by 2, third period. Komets in control right now.
3-1, Komets with the lead. We've got an empty net on the other end for Colorado. Goaltender has been pulled.
Yeah, we'll see if anybody calls timeout. They need a rest or anything like that. Hauser talking to the referee.
Face-off will be to the right of Hauser. Hauser has stopped 27 shots tonight.
Face-off in the Komet zone.
Puck is dropped. Komets get it all the way down the length of the ice. It's one is going to just roll left, and that will be an icing.
Binkley took the chance. Got the draw cleanly, but it looked like it got deflected and didn't get it up over everybody clean enough. Lost a little speed, lost a little angle. 2:21 to go. Icing back into the Komet zone. Wall will take the draw again.
Face off to the right of Hauser. And it's Wall and Olsen. Tied up on the dot. Comes in the corner. Komets pooch it forward, and they get it over the line. Into the Colorado zone, but briefly. And the Komets now steal it. Here's Shasma with it. He'll take a shot, and it's knocked down by Register in front of the net. Register to skate with it. 2 minutes to go. Up along the left side. Here is a shot. It's knocked down by Binkley. Now up along the far side, coming into the corner. Cody Soul reaching for it. Tied up in the skates of the referee. Far side, Shasma. Can he get to it? No, up along the far side, but Waugh can. He feeds it forward. It goes off the stick of Cheek in the center line. And now it's pushed back into Hauser. Hauser back behind the net. Plays it off the glass. It rims around. It gets out. 1:38 to go in the third. 3-1 Komets. Marto with it up along the near side. Punches it into the Komet zone. Hauser will stop it. Komets with it. Here's a shot down the length of the ice. That's going to miss. And that will be an icing.
We'll take the time off the clock.
1:21 to go in the third. 3-1 Komets.
Good movement, good checking by the Komets. It's just keeping Colorado off balance, and they're getting a little frustrated. Face-off does come back down into the Komets, so win this draw, guys. 1:21 to go. Baptista out there to take the draw.
to the right of Hauser. Puck is dropped. We got an empty net. Bobby Shea with it. Shea will just take it off the wall. Racing over is Thompson. He gets to it. He's upended on the play. Can't get to the puck. And now Harrison with it. Harrison comes across the line on the left wing. He'll flip it in. Hauser reacts late to it, but it goes back behind the net. Colorado with it, coming up to the blue line. 1 minute to go in the third. Here's a shot. It's knocked down. Loose puck. Komets coming all the way down. Another bid. That's going to fall wide right. No icing. Bowman has got the puck. 48 seconds to play in the third. Colorado with the puck in their own zone. Baptista up along the far boards. Now it's fed forward. And now back into the Komet zone. Hauser will push it into the corner. Desjardins is there to Baptista. Baptista now will flip it forward. Coming down the right side. Racing over to it. Puck is going to roll wide. Petruzzelli had a chance. We're down to 25 seconds to go in the third. On the near side, it is Garbowski. Cross-ring pass. Will come into the Komet zone. Coming down, Hauser goes back behind the net. Leonard takes him off the puck. And we've got 14 seconds to play. Jolie handles the puck, leaves it back up the register. Far side, one-time score. But just 8.8 seconds to go in the third.
1952 it comes. They get the man over on the far side. Lots of movement in front of the net. They let the one-timer go. They get Hauser moving across, and they catch the top of the corner and get the goal to cut it to 3-2. 8 seconds left. Face-off will be at center ice.
I think Canada will stay on the bench. So it's a 3-2 game. Only 8.8 seconds to go here in the third. So now we'll have a timeout, and we'll take a break. You're listening to Komet Hockey on WoWo.
Hey, you. It's your stomach again. I'm here to set things straight. Subway has new signature wraps, and they're packed with meat. These things make me full. Full like your voicemail after you win the lottery. Full like a clown car on the way to an oversized shoe convention. Full like the turkey, bacon, and guacamole signature wrap. Loaded with provolone, lettuce, tomatoes, onions, and ranch. Full like I'm going to be after you get to Subway and eat one. You're welcome. All new Subway signature wraps. Subway. Make it what you want.
And now, back to Komet Hockey.
(3-2) is our score. Komets with the lead. Empty nets for Colorado. Face-off will be at center ice after the goal by Marto.
Baptista at center.
Puck is dropped. Register gets to it. No, it's going to go to Desjardins. He'll walk in, and he scores! Empty netter. Gabriel Desjardins. 4-2 Komets. And Register, the defenseman of the year, he fumbled the puck right at his own blue line. Desjardins ripped it away, and he knocks it home.
That's Desjardins' 9th in the season. Baptista will get an assist on it.
That's the second of the game for Desjardins.
1956. That'll do it. They're up 4-2.
4.5 seconds to go here in the third. And Desjardins with the insurance goal. Canada will stay out of the net. And the face-off will come to the center line. Now Canada will get to the ice. And now he'll skate down to his crease. To center ice we go. And the puck comes up along the near side with 2 seconds. Komets win it. They take game 3 here at the Coliseum and take a 2-1 series lead. 4-2 is your final score.
They outshoot them 11-8 in that period. Outscore them 3-1 and end the game on a 4-2 win. Good effort all the way through. They come out hungry. They had a big advantage with a 2-man power play to start the period, and they made use of it. They scored 1 goal at the 45-second mark, and then Waugh at 3:33 got them a 3-1 lead. Then their checking took over. They forced the play, kept Colorado off balance. It looked like Colorado was panicking a little bit. We're not making the plays, but the Komets stayed on them, checked him, didn't let him breathe, kept the game under control, all the way down. They pulled the goaltender, but Komets kept their composure, made sure they dumped the puck down, and were able to kill it off and win the hockey game. And a great win, 4-2.
And a good job by the Komets keeping their cool in that third period. The final 10 minutes, Colorado was really picking it up physically, and the Komets were doing a good job not retaliating. They stuck to their game plan, stay out of the penalty box, with the exception of that call to Jamie Schaaf. And that was, I think that was really the big difference there, just staying out of the box in the third period.
Yeah, because there's no doubt Colorado got a little frustrated and started to rough it up a little bit, try to get the Komets and try to get them to start to get some silly penalties. But as I said, we kept our composure all the way through it. We checked hard. We kept control of the play. We did not get trapped. They sent one man in, two men back, and we were able to keep the play in front of us at all times. And a good defensive third period with a couple of goals, 3 actually, that they score, and they win the hockey game 4-2. Great win.
Third period magic once again. Komets win it 4-2. We'll take a 2-1 series lead into game number 3 on Friday.
Friday, 8 o'clock.
We will take a break, come back and wrap this up. Komets win it 4-2. You're listening to Komet Hockey on WOWO.
Life can be unpredictable. One minute everything's fine. In the next, you have a kid with a fever and it's already past 5. That's when you need Parkview First Care. We have extended hours, including evenings and weekends, convenient locations, and Parkview Physicians Group providers to make your whole family feel better. When you can't wait to see your doctor, go to the walk-in clinic that's part of the PPG community of care. Parkview First Care. Get in, get better, get going.
Aaron's has some really great news. Aaron's is offering 120 days same as cash. That's right, and here's how it works. Sign a new lease agreement and you have a full 4 months, 120 days to pay Aaron's everyday low price. They even offer a 20% instant rebate if you purchase outright. 120 days same as cash. Not bad, huh? Just stop by or call to learn more. And remember, you don't need credit. All you need is Aaron's. And nobody beats Aaron's. Nobody.
When you set out to find new roads, you can't do it alone. You need a partner on the journey, one you can count on. More and more people are finding themselves in a Chevrolet for the first time and learning that trying something new can be exciting, empowering, downright exhilarating. See for yourself why Chevrolet is the most awarded and fastest growing brand the last 4 years overall.
See your Northeast Indiana and Ohio Chevy dealers.
Based on total aggregate recognized industry awards and retail sales share gains 2014 through 2017.
In 1916, Auto Owners Insurance teamed up with local independent agents so customers could get fast, friendly, local service. Bravo! It worked so well, we decided to keep it that way. And 100 years later, we still do things the same way by teaming up with local independent agents who deliver quality, personal service.
Thank you.
Some might call that old school. Then again, maybe everything old is new again. Kind of refreshing, isn't it?
For all your insurance needs, visit Jacob Insurance Service in Angola.
Miller Lite is the original light beer, and we'll always brew it to have more taste, with only 96 calories and 3.2 carbs. Because we believe that if you compromise on taste, you can taste the compromise. Miller Lite. Hold true.
Great beer, great responsibility. 2018 Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Average analysis, 12 fluid ounces. Less than 1 gram protein, 0 grams fat.
Welcome to the Komet Hockey OmniSource Recycled Postgame Show.
Wrapping things up here from the Coliseum, where the Fort Wayne Komets win 4-2 tonight and take a 2-1 series lead into Game 4 coming up on Friday night. Back here at the Coliseum, 8 o'clock is the start time. Get your tickets. The Coliseum ticket office tomorrow for Games 4 and Game 5 back here on Saturday. Recapping what had happened here tonight. Tight hockey game. No scoring in the first. And then Garrett Thompson got it going for the Komets. 9:42 was the time. His 6th of the playoffs. Marco Waugh and Ryan Culkin the assist. And Colorado would tie it up just a couple minutes later. 12:03 was the time. Jake Mardo is 2nd of the playoffs. Jolie and Harrison the assist. Then the Komets had a two-man advantage going into the third period, and this was the big turning point as the Komets score 45 seconds into the third frame. Gabriel Desjardins, his 8th goal of the playoffs. He leads the league in scoring in the playoffs as Bobby Shea and Marco Wall with the assist, and that was on the power play. Then Marco Wall would get one for himself at 3:23 of the third. Thompson and Petruzzelli with the assist, and the Komets would hold that 3-1 lead until 19:51 left in the third. Goaltender pulled for the extra attacker. Mardo is 3rd of the playoffs. Jolie and register the assist. And then Gabriel Desjardins empty net goal in 1955, his 9th of the playoffs. Baptista with the assist. Colorado, 29 shots on goal. Komets with 26. Joe Canada, the goaltender for Colorado, in the losing effort, makes 22 saves. Michael Hauser gets the win, 27 saves tonight. Colorado 0 for 3 on the power play. Komets 1 of 4. Colorado 8 minutes on 4 infractions. The Komets 6 minutes on 3 infractions. And that is the story tonight. The Komets win it 4-2. Best of 7 series. Komets are now up 2 games to 1. Game 4 Friday night here at the Coliseum, 8 o'clock. We will take a break. Come back with our Ruoff Home Mortgage Great Name to Know Player of the Game. You're listening to Comet Hockey on WoWo.
This is Scrap Chat with Max Hall, reminding you that while all metal has value, not all metal recyclers value you. At OmniSource, guys like me tell you what your metal's worth and how to make it worth even more the next time. Because we grind up and spit out scrap, not customers. Find freight advice and fair payment at an OmniSource yard near you in the Fort Wayne area. For locations and a list of metals we buy, visit OmniSource.com or call 855-OMNI-BUY, 855-666-4289.
On the ice, on the court, or on the field, the Orthopedic Hospital and Fort Wayne Orthopedics are there to provide complete orthopedic care for injured athletes or weekend warriors. Fort Wayne Orthopedics and the Orthopedic Hospital of Lutheran Health Network, official sports medicine provider for the Komets, and an integral part of Fort Wayne sports for over 20 years. Go where the pros go. The Orthopedic Hospital and Fort Wayne Orthopedics are a dedicated team of sports medicine specialists, licensed trainers, and therapists, specially trained to keep you in the game.
Welcome to the Comet Hockey OmniSource Recycled Postgame Show.
Wrapping things up from the Coliseum, where the Komets get the win 4-2 over Colorado in Game 3 of this Western Conference Finals. Takes us down to our Ruoff Home Mortgage Great Name to Know Player of the Game. Let's give it to Gabriel Desjardins. 2 goals tonight, number 8 and number 9 here in the playoffs, as his empty net goal sealed it with 19:55 to go in the third. And that's what makes Gabriel Desjardins our Ruoff Home Mortgage Great Name to Know Player of the Game with 2 goals tonight. And a great name to know for your next home mortgage is Ruoff Home Mortgage. This series will reset. Komets will take a 2-1 series lead into Friday night's game number 4. The Komets have a chance to go up 3-1 coming up on Friday, and then game 5 is Saturday here at the Coliseum, 7:30 on Saturday, 8 o'clock on Friday. Get your tickets tomorrow at the Coliseum ticket office, and make sure you're here early both nights and pick up one of those big city cars, rally towels that have been so popular here tonight. Over 6,000 fans here this evening. Thanks, fans, for coming on out. No, it was a beautiful day, and thanks for coming out and to support your Fort Wayne Komets. Do it again this weekend, Friday and Saturday. Come on out for games 4 and 5. That will do it. We'll wrap it up. Komets 4, Colorado 2. Komets up 2-1 in the best of 7 conference finals. Again, the Komets win at 4-2. I've been your play-by-play announcer, Shea Albarani, and you've been listening to Comet Hockey on WoWo.
WOWO and WMEE HD2 Fort Wayne.
You've been listening to exciting Fort Wayne Comet Hockey. Catch all the action all season long right here on WoWo Radio.
We now rejoin you to regular programming.
They get more sleep. Yeah, crosswind hurricane. I like that one better, actually. Crossfire hurricane, which was what the FBI codenamed its investigation of Russia-Trump collusion. Started on very flimsy pretext, by the way. I mentioned to you that the same team that cleared Hillary and bent over backwards to help her was the same team assigned to look at Trump with all this, which I think is terrible. One other point, though, and hat tip Molly Hemingway over at the Federalist for this one. Well, this is what she wrote, and then we'll talk about it. Quote, this New York Times story, that's the one I was talking about last hour, says that the FBI was worried that if it came out they were spying on Trump's campaign, it would only reinforce his claims that the election was being rigged against him. Yes, I can imagine that would reinforce those claims. End quote. Guys, how do you write that at the New York Times and not feel like, we got a problem here? They're stating now that the FBI was worried that if they spied on Trump, that would look bad because then Trump saying they were spying on him would be true, basically. Yeah, you don't say. Yeah. You can imagine, this is like, I'm a burglar. I'm going to go break into a house. But you know what? I'm worried that if I'm breaking into the house, people will think I'm breaking into the house. Yes. that is a worry that I would have, right? It's crazy. Oh, gosh. Look, they're desperate to try to find a narrative that people can still believe is in any way, shape, or form cohesive and holds together. But all right, that was last hour stuff. I just want to follow up with that because that was one of the other jaw-dropping wow moments of this big New York Times piece on Crossfire Hurricane. But now we'll talk a bit about North Korea, what's going on here. You've got some people that are concerned. John Bolton, National Security Advisor, talked about this. Play clip 12, please.
The question is whether this really is a sign that that they're not taking our objective of denuclearization seriously. Kim Jong-un told South Korean President Moon Jae-in at their April the 27 inter-Korean summit that he agreed to denuclearization. And so if they're walking back from it, we'll find out.
If they're walking back from it, I have in front of me the statement from North Korea, from the North Korean state news agency, and it